University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Here we are. Now my mic's on. Nice. So, good morning, everybody. This is Bobby Goff coming at you with the Bobby G & Company show. I want to thank you for being here.
I thought you'd play that song for me, but not.
What do you mean for you?
I think we're the odd couple, but...
Oh, you and I?
Yeah, sure.
No, actually, more times than not, you and I agree. So that's but that's, I think that's...
Yes, but I identify as Oscar.
You do?
Yes,
I'm definitely Oscar.
Oh, so okay, I guess we have the same.
So we got the odd couple playing this morning because we have joining us Pete and I this morning. Mrs. Angela Grout has come back out of retirement.
She was here last week.
Good morning.
Yeah, I know, but she retired right after the show, and she said it may be short-lived.
Yeah. Good morning. Thanks.
So
kind of like a last standing match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Retirement match?
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, she was hoping for a big, payday and, coming back in, big promotional thing.
There was no payday.
There was nothing. But I did bring muffins this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate
But you're on a
that.
diet. That's why I brought them.
Well, I'm watching what I eat.
Are you?
Want to lose a little LBS before,
Yeah.
the summer gets here.
That's I was thinking the same thing.
Too late.
I don't think I'm. I really don't think I'm gonna.
It's always that way. You start the diet like 5 minutes before you need it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know how I'm gonna fit in my thong this summer.
Oh!
I can't.
Please, God, it just
don't know.
burned into my brain.
I know it. I'll have to send you a picture.
Oh,
please, God,
please don't.
no.
Please don't.
Come on, I'm not sensing no love here today.
My brother bought my
you expect it from us?
Once.
You what? What's that? It?
My brother bought my father a thong once for Christmas as a joke.
As a joke?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
got one of those European ones that's like suspenders too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, the
baby.
visual's enough.
You got that, huh? That works for you. Yeah.
This morning, it's too early for
just pour that
like
straight
that.
bleach right into your eye sockets, and you'll get that right out of there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at ice cream on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah. You're on a diet, and you're telling me about an ice cream place that just opened in West Springfield.
Well, I don't think they're open yet. But
They're not yet.
No, I think they'll be. I know they'll be opening soon. They posted pictures on their Facebook page yesterday of the interior, which looks really nice. It looks smoking hot. At least that's what I.
Oh, you said it was Star Trek.
It's a little Star Trek because it's like all that stainless steel or sheet metal, just very like
clean.
Star Trek.
Clean. Well, it's like
I don't know.
That's just.
This is Pete. This is what I have to do.
Like a 50. If you're doing stainless steel, it's 50s diner.
So the reason why I say that is it's called Smokin' Scoops. And it's liquid nitrogen ice cream.
Does it got that, what's that pot stuff, CDC or whatever the hell it is?
I have no idea.
Got that,
maybe.
you sprinkle that over
Maybe
it.
that's what makes it
That's your smoking.
I don't know, but they have like they have a huge, bin of nitro in there. So you see all the smoke coming out of their...
It's instant ice cream.
It's ice cream.
Well, it's instant ice cream with the liquid nitrogen.
See, that's what I was telling her when I was making my coffee.
Yeah, he was
she
saying
started
it was like Dippin' Dots,
it.
and I'm like, I don't think it's a Dippin' Dot.
Well, that's brand name, but
it doesn't look like
it's
she's
similar.
eating a Dippin' Dot. And look at how cute she is.
No, you can make instant ice cream with it. So what you do is you put the ice cream ingredients into a stainless steel tin, and you put the liquid nitrogen around it, and it instantly freezes it.
Poof, just like that.
Yeah.
Poof.
If you want to Dippin' Dots, you drizzle the ice cream into the nitrogen, and it instantly freezes as pellets.
So
that is nice.
I'm showing you a picture of what it looks like inside.
I'm not used to this. Usually Lynn's got porn on hers.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
I miss Lynn already, by the way.
The picture of it almost looked like dry ice. You know how when dry ice has that like smoky, witchy
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Smoky, witchy?
Dry ice is no, it's not liquid nitrogen. It's not solid nitrogen. It's something else. It's carbon.
It's carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. Yeah.
Yep.
Solid.
All right. Well, anyways,
So-
they're not open yet, but when they're open, I'm definitely going to go try it because it's.
No, you're not. You're on a diet.
Well, I'm thinking.
I hope they have diet ice cream there
I'm
for you.
thinking the nitro will,
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
The nitro?
yeah. It's like eating the broken cookies. There's no calories in them.
Oh, I get you.
Which is why that girl who made those little brownie bites, the brittle brownie.
No.
You ever see that? They're just like brownie crumbs, like
Yeah.
what's at the bottom of your brownie pan.
Oh.
She packaged them up. I think it's by like Little Sheila or something. There's like no calories. 'Cause
No
they're all
calories.
just broken little
Hey,
brownies.
yeah.
I told Joe Didi if he sees me over at Moolish's, I've had a really stressful day.
Moolicious. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time either.
Joe came in to do his show. I said, if you see me over there this week, I'm having a really crappy day. And he started busting out laughing. He's like, oh, yeah, that's funny. I said, it's either going to be beer or ice cream, and I'll probably have to choose ice cream.
Oh, beer flavored ice cream. We'll talk to you at that West Springfield place there, smoking beer ice cream.
I've had Red Bull flavored ice cream.
Have you?
Yep.
You had what?
Boozy Red Bull ice cream. Not Red Bull. What's the cinnamon?
Fireball.
Fireball. Yeah, I've had Fireball ice cream.
Oh.
Without the booze cooked off.
No, yeah. What's a sense in it?
I only know that name Fireball because there's always empty Fireball nips all over
We
the parking.
know what you did in high school.
Fireball.
Don't talk to me
now
about.
I'm going to age myself to say that I don't think Fireballs were around back
Don't
then.
talk to me about
They
Fireball
had some kind of
nips.
cinnamon whiskey.
I live across the street from an AA meeting house. And there are always empty Fireball nips thrown into my
That's gotta
yard
be one of
and
the
on
most
in my
popular
bushes.
Breath freshener.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here I got to get jazzed up to go to my AA meeting. I'm just saying, it's frustrating. I've complained to them many times about it.
Wow.
And it's just now you know what they do now?
No.
They throw them in my recycling bin.
Oh well, that's nice of them.
When it's at the street, when it's out there to be to be picked up.
At least it's not all
they throw
over
'em in there.
your yard or your parking lot or.
I don't have a parking lot.
Well, you're the parking lot. I mean, across the street from you, because you could be waking up and seeing all these empty nips everywhere.
I'd be just as happy if they closed that place and put up a house. Anyway, I digress. So, in case you hadn't figured it out, we're missing the usual victim, Mrs. No, I don't want her to call in. Mrs. Lynn O'Brien is out at yet another Subaru event. I'm telling you, this chick is a tree-hugging hippie from the 60s, 70s, and I don't know. But
wake up, Lynn.
Yeah, so she's actually, I believe she's up in Maine. And it's something
you can't
about
get there from here.
Get there from here.
Something about the summer solstice coming up, I heard. And she's out in the woods collecting little stones and pebbles and seashells, and she's just making a medicine bag. Yeah, something, I don't know. But it's okay because she's not alone. She's got her two kids with her, Moonbeam and Sunray. And, they're going to be walking around and
practicing their
driving their Forester.
salutations.
Yep. Oh, yeah. They're communing with nature. And,
Good Lord.
Yeah. So she's hugging trees.
Oh. Well, it takes a couple days, I guess, to prepare for that.
It does. I mean,
it's the 21st, right? This whole.
you got to build into these things slowly. You know, I mean, you have to collect a lot of rocks apparently, and the seashells aren't apparently as abundant as in the woods as they would be at the ocean.
They're not as abundant as they would be in the seashells.
Yeah. So, anyways,
He doesn't even get that joke.
Lynn is just she's going to be here.
We went to Catholic school.
We went to Catholic school. I did too. What are you talking about?
All 12 years?
No, K through 8.
Oh. There's many seashells in the
I
seashells.
only did 6 through 12, so we don't have the full education like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know that, right? There's many seashells in the seashells?
Seashells
There's
and
many seashells at many seashells.
No, I
No,
must,
in the seashells.
I must have been out that day.
There's an island chain called the Seashells. It's spelled differently, but it's seashells. God, nobody took geography.
No.
All right, don't go on Jeopardy then.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I couldn't go on Jeopardy.
All right, so listen, we got some pretty good music coming at you today. We've got some interesting things. I told Angela for the Grout Line, which is her segment instead of Horny Baby, I was like, Angela's like, hey, how long do I have for this? I was like, keep it down to about 2 or 3 minutes. She comes in with 8 pages of script. I'm like,
I'm learning
my
from
God,
the master.
woman,
You
we're going to
gotta
need
have a
4 hours
script.
today, Pete, just for the Grout Line.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well, because I could, change the grout line and have different segments, because I'm still, sorting out what it's going to be.
I know,
So,
I know.
Feeling it out.
But the problem with giving you a segment is that you're an author, so you're used to writing.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to do just a preface. You do the whole damn book. All right.
I know. I hear that all the time. I got to write a log line, for the book, and the log line's got to be one line. Or,
imagine.
Or a synopsis.
I'm good at those.
You are?
One-liners. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I got a million of them.
Yep.
You can help me with that because I'd rather, write the 300-page novel or.
Who told me? I did Tuesday, and I was half awake, and Kathy Palmer goes, "Oh my God, you're on fire today." I'm like, I was hammering everybody. I was an equal opportunity.
Wow.
You know
nice.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the one-liner.
I was smacking Bob. I was hammering Kenny. I was all over the place.
Wow.
So you're doing one-line roasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can come back with more than one line if the mood strikes me.
I was trying to do the one-line summary for interest.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let that one die on the vine.
Yeah. All right. So National What Day today? We are
What?
right. Wow.
We went full stone cold on her.
Yeah. June 17th. Today, National What Day?
I don't even know what to make of that.
Today is global, not just national, global Garbage Man Day.
Oh.
So hug your trash guy.
Take out the trash.
Do you know my husband was a trash guy?
Did you? I'm leaving that alone too.
I used to leave him gifts on top of my
I'm sure you did.
trash can.
I'm sure you did. I don't want.
It was the best summer he ever worked because, man, his butt got in really great shape.
Yeah.
On and off the truck, Step on, step off.
Okay. National Eat Your Vegetables Day today. So go eat your vegetables. It's also National Stewart's Root Beer Day. Hey, whatever. National Apple Strudel Day. National Cherry Tart Day. So you can get kind of those two things at McDonald's. And National Mascot Day. So, Angela, that's you. You could be the mascot today for the show.
I have dressed up as mascot.
I'm sure you have.
I dressed up as
especially
Big Bird
for your
once.
trash man.
Oh, boy, yeah.
All right. National
mascot.
It's also National Career Nurses Assistance Day, which is the first day of National Nursing Assistance Week. Okay. Hey, and that's your National
Nursing Assistant Week.
Yeah.
Day.
Today's the first day of it. It's actually Career Nurse Assistant Day.
Interesting, because I know a lot of holidays, and I know Nurses Day is in the beginning of May, along with
this is
Teachers Day,
assistance.
but this
Nursing
is
Assistance.
Right, and
Week.
then there's Professional Administrative Assistance Day, which used to be known as Secretary's Day.
Yeah.
Which I would think that maybe this is a Professional Administrative.
Is that what you
No,
would think?
no.
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 Okay, well, it's not.
But anyways, moving on.
Yeah, really. Oh, my God, girl. Lynn, please return. Call in.
Lynn, help me.
Yeah, oh my God. All right. Historical events today. Little Connie Talbot. You know you're pretty bad when Pete cuts you off with Connie Talbot. I'm just saying.
Keep the show moving.
Thank you. All right, the year 1631. Mrs. Lynn O'Brien
Was there.
was there. Yes. All right. So here we go with this one. Mumtaz Mahal dies during childbirth. Her husband, Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan I, will spend the next, get that one straight, 17 years building her mausoleum. You know it is the Taj Mahal.
Common spelling then.
1631 with that one. 1775, during the American Revolutionary War, colonists inflict heavy casualties on British forces, but lost the Battle of Bunker Hill. Don't fire till you see
now it's
the
a holiday in
eyes.
Massachusetts.
Yep, the year 1885. The Statue of Liberty actually arrived in New York Harbor.
And all copper and shiny.
Oh.
It wasn't always green, you know.
No. 1898. The United States Navy Hospital Corps is established today. And here's one for you students that just got out of school. 1901. The College Board introduces its first standardized test, which was the forerunner to the SAT.
And has been causing anxiety to seniors and juniors ever since.
Yes, sir.
Not my senior. My daughter didn't take them last year.
Yeah, well, you know.
She's like probably the only class that was able to apply to colleges without taking SATs because of the pandemic.
Oh. 1939. The last public guillotining in France was Eugene Weidmann, who was a convicted murderer. He was guillotined in Versailles, outside
Versailles,
okay. Outside the St. Pierre prison. Okay. 1971, President Richard Nixon declares the U.S. war on drugs. The year 1987.
Jeez, how successful we've been on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, we got lots of practice now.
50 years.
50 years ago. With the death of the last individual of the species, the dusky seaside sparrow becomes extinct. And that was in 87. How they actually know that it's extinct, I don't know.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
It was a dusky seaside sparrow.
What?
I don't know. 1994, following a televised low-speed highway chase, O.J. Simpson is arrested for the murders of his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ronald Goldman.
I remember watching that.
Yeah,
live.
I do too. You know, years later, O.J. got married, and not many people realize this, but as he was going up to the altar, he kept saying to himself, "Kiss the bride, cut the cake. Kiss the bride, cut the cake." All right, that was terrible. There we go. All right, celebrity births today. Let's do some wildfire. Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Love you guys.
All right, that was Wildfire. Kay and Kelly from out in Texas. So, celebrity births, I got a bunch of them for you. And I'm going to tell you up front, Pete, I got nothing for celebrity deaths today. There was nobody that really jumped out at me. There was, obviously a bunch of people, but nobody spoke to me. So
sometimes you just got to fill it in.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not. I knew I had an 18-minute grout line coming up, so I was trying to make up a little time.
Spicing that
unless I cut like 15 songs out of the show. All right, the year 1742, Mr. William Hooper was born today. He died in 1790. Yeah, Hooper. Yeah, Hooper. He was an American signer of the United States Declaration of Independence.
I thought he was on
one of the lesser known.
Yes, he was. But see, that's how deep I dig for this segment. The year 1858, Ebenezer Sumner Draper, who died in 1914, was born today.
Eb.
Yeah, they call him Eb. He was the 44th governor of these Massachusetts. 1904, and I did not realize this guy had died. Obviously, I haven't seen him in 30 years, but Ralph Bellamy, who passed away in 1991, the American actor, was born today in 1904. He played, and this is the part that I knew him from, he was in the movie Trading Places with...
one of the brothers.
Yes, he was Randolph Duke in Trading Places in 1983.
He was also did a cameo in Coming to America.
Yes, he did. He was on the boardwalk. And
as the same character.
Him and his brother. Yes, they were both there. Dom Amici?
Yeah, Don Amici was the other one.
And, yep. Then the year 1932, and this one you may have to think about, Pete. Peter Lupus Jr. was born today.
Oh.
And he's still alive. He was an American bodybuilder and actor. Now, if you remember, he played Willie Armitage in the television series Mission Impossible from 66 to 73. He was the big guy.
I was barely born.
Oh, well, I figured he cut it in reruns. And so 1943, we got Newt Gingrich, who was born today, American politician, and he was the 50th Speaker of the House of Representatives from 95 through 99. And then we go up to, here's everybody's favorite, also in 1943, Mr. Barry Manilow was born today, the American musician. Yeah. All right, 1945. We should play nothing but Barry Manilow on a show one day. It should have been today.
Go ahead.
All right.
You won't let me do a Weird Al show. I'm not letting you do a Barry Manilow show.
Come on.
I want to do a Weird Al show where we do all double plays. We're going to do this over the summer.
That'd be hilarious.
All right.
The original and then the parody.
I think doing a whole show would be much, but I'm not opposed to
Screw it,
throwing.
I'm doing it on myself.
All
then.
right. 1945. Hey, what are you eating today, man? You got like extra Cranko or something in your coffee or what? 1945, Mr. Art Bell was born today. He passed away in 2018. The American broadcaster and author. He founded and was the original host of the paranormal-themed radio program Coast to Coast
Used to
AM,
listen to Coast to
which
Coast all
actually
the time.
still airs nightly.
Yeah, they have a new host.
Your mentor?
Yeah, well, yeah, he died. Art Bell died. So, yeah, he was the first one.
Art Bell had the best voice, though.
Did he? I
Oh
knew
my
the name,
God,
but I'm not.
He was so cool. When I couldn't sleep, I'd listen to Art Bell. I'd listen to Tom Snyder and then Art Bell.
Okay.
On HYN on the overnights. When I was in high school, I used to listen to Tom Snyder.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't
He had
fall
a
asleep.
great voice, but it put you to sleep.
No,
Well,
it
yeah,
didn't. Because he'd be telling stories of the paranormal.
1964.
It's true.
Miss Erin Murphy was born today, and I guarantee you know her. She's an American actress, best known for playing.
Wasn't she on Buck Rogers?
No, that's Erin Gray.
Okay.
This is Erin Murphy. She's best known for playing Tabitha Stevens on the television sitcom Bewitched. She was in 103 episodes from 1966 to the final original episode in 1972. Yep, Erin Murphy. Yeah, the final birth I got for you, the year 1980. Venus Williams, the American tennis player, was born today.
So yesterday was her father's birthday.
Was it really?
Yeah, because Tina did her father's birthday yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So I can't do anything with this?
I got nothing. I got nothing for the celebrity deaths.
All right, I'll just play the bells then.
There you go. Just play the bells. So those people that passed away on today in history, rest in peace. All that stuff.
I had to pull out the original, just the bells. All right.
There you go. All right. Well, that was an abrupt ending.
Yeah, well, you got nothing. What can I say?
No fade to black
Usually
on
how
that
they
one.
are.
Nope.
So we got.
I'm gonna have to edit out that one segment in case you don't have nothing again. I'll just loop it a couple times.
Just loop it a few times with the bells. All right. So today for music, I try in my mind anyway. I try and kind of go with some sort of a theme.
Weird Al.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'll throw a Weird Al at you next week.
See what I mean by me
Lynn
being
will
tired
love
and
it.
on fire? I'm
Lynn,
all over
Lynn
it
will
today.
love it. I'll throw a Weird Al at Lynn.
Mr. Sarcasmo.
Mr. Sarcasmo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like your thing you sent me yesterday. What was it? If it doesn't earn you money or something.
If it doesn't bring you income, intuition, income.
It's all about the Benjamins, yo.
Inspiration or orgasm.
Yeah, don't bother with it.
It's all about the
bother with it.
Benjamins, yo.
That's it. Yo. So my mindset today was I knew Lynn was not going to be here. And her musical tastes are much more
70s.
classic rock and
70s.
before, yeah. So I went with but you're more open to a little more modern, not necessarily yesterday, but so I went with a more of a 90s feel for today's music, except for the Coast, your choice is the co-host choice, and then the Nascent Connection. which are definitely not 90s, either one. So your first double play I got for you today, some 2 standalone hits that I like both songs. The first one I've never played on the air before. So, I mean, that's the only bad part. I roll the dice when I play a new song. I have absolutely no idea if it's on the YouTube band list. So I may be creating work for Pete. I may not be. Who knows? So the first
I'm going to
song,
teach. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add you to the YouTube channel and make you do it.
do what?
Fix
Do
this.
the
Fix
research to make sure.
No.
Oh.
Fix the. I'll teach you how to do the mute the songs and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the first song I'm going to throw at you.
Kenny does it.
Yeah, I know it. So we're going to throw a one-hit, as far as I know, they're a one-hit wonder, Deep Blue Something. And I actually watched the video for this song yesterday. It was pretty cool. So Breakfast at Tiffany's is going to be your first coming at you. And then the next one of my favorites, from the Wallflowers, One Headlight. You are listening to Bobby G and Company, and here comes the 90s right at you.
You'll say we've got nothing in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You'll say the world has come between us, our lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. I see you, the only one who knew me, but now your eyes see through me. I guess I was wrong. So what now? It's plain to see we're over, and I hate when things are over, when so much is left undone. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. You'll say that we've got nothing in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You'll say the world has come between us, our lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
So long ago, I don't remember.
All right. Who's the lead singer of that band?
It's a guy with dark hair.
Thanks. Yeah, dark hair.
I don't
and
know.
Who's his famous?
I
dad?
know it's his. He's got a famous father. I don't recall who it was though.
That is Jacob Dylan.
Oh,
There you go, Bob
I was gonna
Dylan's
Google
son.
it quick on my phone.
There you go. Apparently, everybody did.
I
get
knew that
stoned.
without having to look that one up.
Yeah. All right. So, let's do some Frankie Sinatra. Sing it, Lynn, wherever you may be.
I can leave the full sound and drop out the vocals if you want.
Ah, no.
Watch this. Let him sing.
Oh, nah, we got it, Frankie's voice. Come on.
Yeah, but when you start talking, I'll just drop the vocals
Oh,
out.
why? Leave him going. All right, your current fix of the week brought to you by the Bobby G & Company Show, 18 convenient locations, one near you. As my I can't say normal. As my usual co-host, Mrs. Lynn O'Brien always says, if you don't have a Keurig office machine at work, you got to take your boss out, beat him, flog him, impale him on the flagpole. Just be nice and don't have the flag on there because that could make messy on the flag. So, but if you are self-employed, of course, like Angela here at her home floral,
Rob's so self-absorbed he's not understanding what I'm doing.
What? Oh, he's over there dancing. Nice. So, with all that in mind,
Angela's in her phone.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's looking at that cyberport.
She's got
Lynn's
website.
Give
a shout out to Your Royal Highness, my friend Winston. He's listening in.
Who?
Winston, my friend.
The Royal Highness.
I refer to him as Your Royal Highness.
Ah,
yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and bow to the camera.
Hi.
There you go. Hey, Winston. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Winston.
All
and
right.
now onto the Keurig facts of the day.
I know. Why'd you throw that in there? All right. So here we go. Did you know shrimp actually swim backwards?
Yeah, they use their tail.
Yes, they do. Lobsters do the same thing.
Yep.
And did you know when you're lobster diving, lobsters do not come with rubber bands on their claws already?
Correct.
Oh,
they got them pinches.
Yeah, those little bastards try and get you. Here's one for you for the royal audience. Did you know, Winston, that Buckingham Palace actually has more than 600 rooms in it? I'm sure you knew that. All right. And here's one.
Who doesn't?
I know.
And I hate the Royals.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I do too. All right. Hey, did you know that, Pete, the side of a hammer, do you know what it's called?
No.
It's called a cheek.
I did. You know what? I've heard that.
Did you? You did.
I
kind of thought you might have had that one. All right. So that's your Keurig Facts of the Week. Coming at you with a big finish, Pete. Big finish with Frankie. All right, and for the ever popular Mrs. Lynn O'Brien. There you go. All right, so normally we would be playing Horny Baby right now, which is Lynn's segment to do all kinds of stuff going on the weekend. But we have the Grout Line. That was pretty clever, huh? Grout Line, you like that?
I did like that.
That's pretty good. All right, so Angela's got her own little segment. That's 18 pages of small typed wording.
I'll keep looping it.
Yeah, you got to
Scrap
definitely.
paper, notes.
Yeah, oh my God.
Everywhere.
So Winston, by all means, you got time, go grab yourself a beer and a shot, and you'll be good.
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke if you got them. So without any further ado, here comes with the Hornist.
Wow.
Hey, well, it was Horny Baby is the other one, so I kind of merged them. This is Hornet Nest is the theme song. So we got the Grout Line. Take it away, Angela.
So does that mean eventually the Grout Line gets their own theme song?
You have it.
You have it.
I thought you said I had Horny Baby.
No, Horny Baby is Lynn. You have Hornet's Nest.
I started off with. I knew this was going to be long, so I started off with Tommy Tiger.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Not Tommy Tiger. So, you're telling me I can have this Grout Line, and, I didn't know what it should be. So, it could be a one-liner, but that seems to be like Pete's thing. And, sometimes.
Damn Skippy.
You can copy Pete in this.
All right, well, I'll try, but I'm not,
All right.
I'm not savvy at
Go ahead. I'm sure it's interesting.
So I'm starting, with something I know because, I want to share different things and talk about different things. And I like to tell stories. So sometimes there's, some stories in between the lines. So we're going to see what's in this Grout Line.
That's the way I heard it.
All right, go ahead.
God, are we gonna get sound effects? No.
Just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going.
So listen, I got a couple flowery fairy tales.
Get to getting. I'll shut off his mic.
Flower tales. You know, because I've had a flower shop now for about over.
You shut your
25
line off
years.
too. That's funny.
So
All right.
I got a couple flowery tales. They're about some moms, a thoughtful guy, and a miracle. Because those are the things that go on at the flower shop. Don't be
Okay.
snoring.
All right.
Because the thoughtful guy, who knows, might be you.
You've saved me many times.
Yeah. All right. So there's this guy who calls one day and requested that I send flowers to his mother in a nursing home. A lot of people call, hey, I want to send my mom some flowers.
Yep.
So he goes, oh, I want to send my mom some flowers, at the nursing home she's at. I go, well, which one? And he goes, I only have one mother. I said, well, I was referring to which nursing home.
Dumbass.
So
I like it.
It gets better. He says, I don't really remember the name of it, but it's the one at the end of that really long street.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah.
So he goes on to tell me that, she's been there for 3 years and he hasn't been there to visit her because he travels a lot. So I start naming a couple of nursing homes because, there's quite a few nursing homes in Agawam.
Would you like to say this eventually?
You are muted.
Yeah.
Me to him?
No, to the guy on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
You are
Oh,
muted.
definitely. So he tells me he's going to call me back because he's going to call his sister in Texas to find out the name of the nursing home that his mother has been living at for 3 years because the sister from Texas was just in town visiting her mother. So, of course, I think to myself, this guy lives here in town and hasn't seen his mother in 3 years. Anyways, he calls back with the name of the nursing home, and then I said to him, well, what's your mother's name? Because obviously I need her name. I can't just walk into the nursing home without her name. And he says, Mom. Just, one of those, very interesting, sunflowers to my mom at the nursing home.
Little pink bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right.
now I'll tell you about a really cool, miracle story.
All right, for the first guy.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Next.
And then it'd be like someone like him who would call me back and be like, oh, I called you 3 years ago to send flowers to my mom at that nursing home. Can you send them to her again? And I'd be like, sure, what's her name? Oh, you have all that information. I'm supposed to retain all of that information.
I don't know. All I retain is water. All right, go ahead. What's our next?
All right.
Me too.
So,
Winston, I'm sorry, buddy.
Winston's he was probably here for some of these events.
He was.
Yeah. He's a good customer. I got one of my stories kind of has a little something to do with him. So on Saturdays, we would close the shop around 1 o'clock because usually, I'm busy doing a wedding
Happy hour.
or an event or something. So anyways, minutes before I'm closing one Saturday, this woman comes in the store and asks me if I have any orchids. Well, I rarely would carry an orchid unless I had a special order.
Okay.
And that particular day, I happened to have had an order that someone wanted 9 stems of orchids for their anniversary for 9 years. Well, when I buy orchids, they come in a pack of 10. So I happen to have 1 stem of orchids available. So I tell the woman who walks in, I have 1 stem of orchids left. So she begins to explain to me that her mom loves orchids and she was trying to find one because it was her birthday. And I'm like, well,
Okay.
Here, I have it for you. So as I'm wrapping the flowers, I notice that she's wiping tears from her eyes. So, I just said, are you okay? And she's crying and saying she's going to love it. This is her last birthday gift. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, she must have been running around buying her mom all these gifts, and the last thing she had to pick up was this orchid.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and she looked at me and she goes, well, my mom's in hospice and she only has a few days left.
Oh.
And that morning when she woke up, she hadn't been very coherent, because she was on her last days.
Yeah.
And she turned to her daughter and said, did you get the orchid I ordered? And of course, she knew her mother didn't order an orchid, so she just decided to come down to my shop, the Agawam flower shop, and ask if I had an orchid, and I had one. So I handed the orchid, and
That's called providence.
We both witnessed the miracle of a
Yeah,
flower.
that's called providence.
The universe set
Just
it
out of
all.
curiosity, why don't you keep orchids in stock?
They're highly perishable.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
and there not a lot of people ask for them, so and they're expensive.
Okay.
So
all right. Okay.
I'm not gonna spend the money on something that's definitely not gonna be selling.
Sure.
So those are my flowery tales, but I do have another one, which, is sort of a miracle one, too, because it has to do with my miracle friend, Winston.
Okay, Winston, you're immortalized now.
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
he knows this.
Tell us the story about Winston.
I'll give you the majestic music for this one.
All right.
Oh, yes, Your Royal Highness. So
Winston actually reminds me of one of my favorite movies, The Mummy.
The Mummy.
When they're in, you ever seen that? Brendan Fraser? They're in the biplane flying away from the mummy's spirit thing, and it's a sandstorm chasing the plane. Brendan Fraser yells at him, "Pedal faster, Winston!" What hurts?
Can I see that?
Can you see that? Sure, you can see
Can
it
I
from
hold
there.
it?
No. What are you talking about, woman? This is radio. You
gonna-
can't hold it. I'm married.
I want.
Tell
the
us your
I want the
Winston
noisemaker.
story.
All right, so.
Just pedal faster, Winston.
No. All right, it's really a story about Romeo.
It's about what?
Romeo. It's a romantic
Romeo.
story.
Okay.
Romeo.
See, I got
Romeo
music.
Winston?
Romeo Winston, yes. So
All
this
right.
is a Romeo and Juliet story, and
Oh,
the gentleman's wife's name is actually Juliet.
Oh.
And he
okay.
sends her flowers a lot. I have a lot of regular customers who send flowers and write these beautiful messages on the card, which, melt my own heart when I read them.
Aw.
But a lot of times, customers will ask me to write something on the card because, some guys are like, I don't know what to say, I screwed up. What do I write? So, I write their apologies for them.
Okay.
Anyways, he asked me to write something mushy. Romeo asked me to write something mushy on his card, and I knew that he could get pretty mushy. So one year, after he lost an eye to diabetes, and then he lost his leg, and then he lost his foot, pretty much all in the same time span, he called me and said, you know what, you got to write something really nice to my wife. She's really deserves a medal for putting up with all my health issues. So I wrote, want to hear what I wrote?
Sure.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
sitting on pins and needles waiting?
I am.
So this is his card. Dear Juliet, I may be with a few less appendages this anniversary, but the one you like the best, I plan to use with love this weekend after a fancy dinner and jewelry shopping. So get ready to celebrate. Love, your Romeo.
Dude loses digits or something?
Yeah, he lost digits.
He lost digits.
He lost toes and legs and...
I'm just saying. Wow.
So she got jewelry shopping out of my, out of his words, out of my
All
mouth.
right. Now you know.
The rest
So if you
of
need
the
me
story.
if you need me to pen something for your wife, let me know.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I think I have in
that
the past,
is
actually.
10
The
minutes.
first and last
Yes, that is
grout line.
10 minutes of your life that you wish you had back.
Was that really 10 minutes?
Yes, it was.
Oh my
much
God,
so.
it went by so fast.
Oh, yes, it did.
I thought it was like 2.
You thought it was 2?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah,
Can I get it longer next time?
that's what she said.
We'll cut out 3 double plays.
Did she
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Did she also say it only felt like 2 and it took you 10 minutes?
Well, it was good for me. Just make me a sandwich when I'm done.
Have a muffin.
Or a pot pie even. Yeah, I got a muffin. All right. So Dark Shadows is my attempt at a 15-minute waste of your time. But
Oh,
I can't follow
Winston
that.
wants you to know he was born in England, so he knows all about Buckingham.
he's probably about you lived there, He's
and
loyal
I
to-
actually forgot he lived there.
Did you? Okay. So Dark Shadows is a section of the show that I reserve for all kinds of special activities. It can be a B&T, it can be political, it can be paranormal, it can be anything. It is what I refer to as, affectionately, of course, my view from the love seat. So today, excuse me, Pete, you will be happy to know I do not need a disclaimer.
Woohoo!
I'm telling you, will the wonders ever cease? All right. So, with no further ado, here we go. I was actually having a bit of a hard time coming up with a topic for this week's
So
Dark
was
Shadows
Kenny.
segment. I really was.
What is it, the summer doldrums or
And
something?
I don't know.
Kenny's like,
Well,
I couldn't come up with anything either.
Yeah. I actually had to sit back and give this some real thought. Now, I'm sitting on my desk, and right in front of me, I've got a real fossilized megalodon tooth that is about 7 inches long. And that got me starting to think about one of my really one of my true loves, the ocean. So some of you may know that at one time, many moons ago, I used to be an assistant instructor for scuba lessons with Holyoke Underwater. For me, the ocean was always about freedom and relaxation. One of my very favorite places to go diving, either with students or for lobster, was always Rockport, Massachusetts. Now, Rockport is a small town that's northeast of Boston that is a somewhat hidden gem. It's a small town. Charm is very evident from the little shops to the awesome restaurants to the incredible views. Rockport is literally 3 sides ocean, and a 4th side is connected to Gloucester. The beaches here are relatively small, but are immaculate and beautiful. And I'm telling you can't beat it.
What a great visual.
It is.
Isn't that called the Peninsula?
There are some higher end restaurants to visit, but the ones around the center of town are among the very best anywhere for fresh seafood and delicious meals. There's even a pizza shop near the center called, you guessed it, Rockport Pizza, that actually makes fresh baklava from scratch like every other day. Their pizza's worth the trip, but I'm telling you, the dessert is heavenly. If you want a really nice sit-down dinner in a fancier location, you got to try the Gloucester House in neighboring Gloucester. It's very easy to find and actually sits about halfway over the ocean. It's on a pier. They have their own fishing boats that constantly bring in fresh fish and lobsters. Again, well worth the trip. Now, the really awesome part of this area is that it's only about 2 hours away. You take the Mass Pike to Route 127, follow that until you hit 128. You take a left onto 128, and then it's straight into Rockport Center. But remember, if you go too far, you're going to end up in the bay. Hope's very favorite place to stay is called the Captain's Bounty, which is right on the water. And I'm telling you, this place is incredible. You can simply park your car there and walk all about the town, visiting the many shops and little eateries. You even have direct access to a town beach right at the hotel. This is an incredible place to go and just relax and forget about life for a while. You won't regret it. And by the way, my Megalodon tooth even came from Rockport. Hope actually bought it for me for our anniversary a few years ago. Also, if you follow 127 down the coast, going back like you were heading back home, but stay on 127, you will come right into Salem, which is an awesome day trip in and of itself. But that's for another Dark Shadows. I'm telling you, Rockport, if you really want to get away, it's a 2-hour trip each direction, which isn't undoable. I mean, it is a little lengthy, but it's not bad.
I have a friend who lives in Gloucester, so yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I love that
and
area.
And I think I've actually been to the Gloucester House.
If you've been to Gloucester, you've been to the Gloucester House.
Yeah.
But Rockport is so worth it. You can go for a weekend, and like I said, the thing about the Captain's Bounty is that you're literally Rockport is almost like a boardwalk. Mm-hmm. You park if you stay at the Captain's Bounty, you're at one end. You literally don't have to move your car. You walk up one side of the street, nice. And then you come back on the other. And you can hit all the shops. You got Bearskin Neck, which is a peninsula. And there's all kinds of shops up and down there. Little jewelry shops, little, junk stores, with Antique little stupid souvenirs.
Souvenirs.
Yeah, party tricks.
You remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah. My Top Secret.
Yep.
And the place is awesome to go and visit. The beaches, if you're somebody that likes to sit on a beach and relax, Rockport is dotted with small beaches that some of them are a couple of 100 yards long or meters, whatever you want to use. And they're all public, but they're kept immaculate.
Are there a lot of marinas there, or is that more in Gloucester? Yeah.
No, usually you go in, if you're going by boat, you're pretty much going either into Gloucester, or you can even put in at Salem and go up from there. But Rockport is just it is such an awesome place to visit. You're gonna relax, and it's a great place. But you got to go Rockport Pizza, awesome pie, and then you get the baklava, which is, like I said, they make it fresh like every other day. And I used to.
You take your wife on some really nice little trips.
Well, I met this place. I mean, I started going here when I was working for the dive shop, and every other weekend we were taking students here, and so I know the dive sites, the beaches. I know them quite well, and.
Are there places there to go diving? Like, if you're not with a group like you, that you can.
Yeah.
Because my husband's a scuba diver, and he would do it.
Rockport, obviously you would need a partner, but yeah, Rockport is definitely a place that, and it's the best part since we take students there, or we used to. It's an easy dive site. All the places that we go to were easy. They were for a beginner. How deep?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you go out far enough, you're 30, 40 feet.
There's stuff to see under there.
Yeah, especially if you go lobstering, which is what my buddy, my best friend Dave and I, we used to go every other weekend when we weren't with students. Dave and I would go back to Rockport and we'd go lobster diving. And in 2 dives, we would fill 2 styrofoam coolers with lobsters.
Really?
Yeah, no problem. And
well, that's really cool. I'm glad you got to do that because I enjoy lobster. So
and it's funny because I got to the point after working for Hoyok Underwater and going diving literally every weekend, I got to the point where I did not like lobster anymore, and I was just catching them and giving them away. So I'd come home with 20 lobsters, and everybody else would.
Do they have a regulation of how many you can take, or
no? The regulation is based on the size. The body carapace, which is the body where the eyes are, that has to be a certain length or longer. So you've got a gauge that's on a lanyard tied to your wrist, and when you catch them, you measure, and if the gauge fits, it's too small, and you got to let it go. And then there's other things that you're looking for.
And then what do you throw them in a backpack or?
Well, you got a bag. You got a mesh bag, and if they're keepers, they go in a mesh bag. If they're not,
does Hope scuba dive?
No,
never.
She can't. No, she couldn't do it. But we tried in a pool one time. I had hooked her up with a tank and everything, but there's a psychological end to it because you have to. You're conditioned for your entire life that you can't breathe underwater, and that first breath is definitely it's a chore. It's a psychological bond you're destroying. And, we as an assistant instructor, I would spend a lot of time with people that were having that problem.
Yeah, I took a couple pool lessons when I was in Mexico.
Did you?
And the instructor was confident that, I was doing it right. But I just couldn't get over the fact of being, that far down and knowing there was fish that might touch me.
Oh, no. The hardest thing, now I'm going back to when I got certified, the hardest thing for me was at one point, one of the skills is they have you take off your mask.
And you have to put it back on.
You have to put it on and clear it.
Blow that thing out.
But the thing for me was that I hadn't gotten used to breathing underwater yet. And so when I took my mask off, it was like it just totally bothered me. And, of course, that day we were doing that, I was super congested, so I had a hard time clearing a mask. And but that was, when I did it for real, what I did, I'm kneeling on the bottom with the assistant that was in my class, and I just closed my eyes. And instead of cracking the seal a little bit, I literally took the mask off and, let the water really hit my face, get the full impression, and then I put it back on and I did it up. And,
my first couple of times swimming, I would jump out of the pool to breathe.
Oh.
And they're like, you can breathe. So then I finally started to get the breath down, but it is the psychological thing. And then I'm like, yeah. And then as I'm watching the boats go over the big waves to just kind of get out, I'm going, I don't know. They can't even get offshore.
My old boss at the dive shop, Johnny Pop, he had an inflatable Zodiac, and we put in at Salem. We didn't even go it was too rough to go diving, so we went for a boat ride. We had 7-foot seas. We're in this 12-foot, whatever it was, 14-foot Zodiac. It's just him and I. I've got my wetsuit pants. It's like a tank top, long pants for coverage.
Yeah,
I've got that on, and he's got his on, and we're ripping through these waves. We hit a 4-foot swell or a 7-foot swell,
me nauseous
folded the freaking boat in half over me, and I'm like, all I could see around me, I'm in a shell. It was the whole front of the boat had folded around me. We were laughing about that. There was actually a 3-masted schooner that was trying to come out of the harbor and ended up turning around, going around us and going back in. And we were just having a blast
Nope,
with it.
not for me.
Oh man,
I
loved
water
it.
ski, and let me tell you, I like the water to be glass.
Yeah.
And just cool.
Yeah, that definitely was not glass
Nice
that
and
day.
smooth. There's waves on the water. I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna water ski today.
Yeah,
I might
no.
go tubing. Well, I'm not going tubing anymore now.
No, that stuff's behind me too.
Yeah, that's-
Hey, did you ever go tubing? Did you ever go to the Farmington River, to
No,
Satan's
I've
Hollow?
always wanted to do
That's
that.
right where my girlfriend lives.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've
I
done a
don't know
lot
if
of
it's still
weddings.
Satan's Hollow or not, but that was the name of it. Oh
Yeah,
my!
It's New Hartford, Connecticut. That's right where my girlfriend lives.
That place was awesome. We used to
You
go
just
a bunch
float,
of.
right? You just
No, it's a tube. It's a double baffled tube.
It's there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of rapids
And you-
there.
you
Yeah.
float down the rapids. What I mean,
Yes,
you pack
yeah.
a little floating cooler and you
well,
just spend the day.
you leave the cooler in the,
Yeah,
at the
you
car.
you don't deal with the cooler.
Yeah.
because it'll bounce all over.
Yeah,
the
no,
you-
I've seen
yeah.
people with
further
coolers.
up the Farmington River, it's more calm.
Oh, so maybe that's where I've seen them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that place is awesome. Then you rent the tube, you float down to the end, and then they bus you back up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was,
wanted to
oh
do
my
that.
God. We used to do that all the time. That was awesome. And then we'd have Subway, sandwiches waiting for us when we got back.
Yeah.
And, oh man.
Maybe I'll put
those
that
were
on
the
my
times.
summer bucket list.
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
I got a lot of things on the.
They don't make an inner tube big enough for my butt now. But anyway. All right. So let's play the absolute best song on the radio today. This one's for you, Winston. Sing it. All right, now I gotta move my mic and get in a position here so that Angela can't cheat,
Oh
because she will.
shoot! I should have peeked.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't do that. All right, so this
B.
is
B. The answer is B.
Bobby's thinking outside of the box. So, Angela, just because you think you have the right answer, I'm going to give you this question first. What animal is the heaviest? Is it A, the African elephant, B, the blue whale, C, the brachiosaurus, or D, the megalodon shark, or maybe E, Bobby G and his Speedo? What's your guess?
What was the question again?
What is the
E.
what animal is the heaviest?
Yeah, I got. There's
Is
too
it
many
an
choices
African,
here.
yeah, African elephant, blue whale, brachiosaurus, or the megalodon?
I think it's the Meg.
I'm gonna go with the bronchosaurus thing.
Right, you're gonna go
Sounds
with
like heavy bones. I don't
you're
even
gonna
really
go with
know
C
what-
and Pete. You're
like
saying
a
which one?
rhinoceros?
I'm saying the Meg.
You're gonna say the Meg? No, it's actually, and Winston knew this. He just texted me. It's actually B, the blue whale. Blue whale is the heaviest animal that ever lived. It weighs about 150 tons.
Lived or
And
lives?
lived. It's the heaviest animal that's ever lived. And it weighs about 150 tons and can grow to over 100 feet long. The baby blue whale gains about 200 pounds a day, feeding on fat and protein-rich milk ejected from its mother's mammary slits. The African elephant weighs between 6 to 8 tons. And did you know you can tell the difference between the African and Asian elephants by their ears? Not by their eyes, by their ears. The African has very large ears, up to 42 inches in diameter, and the Asian has really small ears. Yeah, the Asian elephants have very tiny ears. So that's your Bobby thinking outside of the box. Winston got it right.
100-foot long whale.
Yeah.
You ever see one of those scuba diving?
No.
I would freak.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Well, I would probably need a new wetsuit. But, yeah, no. Nope, the biggest thing I've ever seen,
Who's measured it?
the biggest thing I've ever seen, biggest thing that I've ever seen diving,
Stingray.
no. In New England, probably a lobster.
Oh, really?
One of the dives that I did back in the day, we were at Marblehead, which is south of Rockport
My
area.
friend's there, too.
And one of the dives we did, I pulled a massive, we estimated 30-pound lobster out of a rock formation. The claws, now I got big hands. The claws were bigger than my hands by far. This thing was massive. It took me 2 hands to hold onto the body, and it was so mad. It was trying to swim away. Now,
Could you take that home?
yeah,
That's
well, you could,
regulation?
yeah. It's definitely over the minimum size. So I get this thing. It was like giving birth. Is the only thing you can describe
Pulling
it
it
as.
off the rock.
Yeah, pulling it out of the hole. It was a hole. And so I get it out. Now I'm in free float. I'm about 45 feet deep, and I'm about 10 feet off the bottom. And his tail is moving, and it's moving me. That's how big this thing was. And my partner, who you're always diving with somebody, my partner is pointing at it because I got it. I'm holding it, looking at the back of it, the shell.
I can't even imagine.
So he's pointing at it, and so I bring my hands up. And one of the other things that you have to watch for is if it has eggs. There's black dots on the inside of the tail, so that's eggs. So if it has eggs, you can't keep it. So now I've got...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I have this 30-pound ballpark lobster that, quite frankly, is
prego.
pissed.
Ballpark.
Oh, my God. He is pissed. And
He is pregnant, too?
She. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it was one of those...
They're trying to change...
Gender neutral,
exactly.
pronouns.
Yeah.
But
birthing parent.
it's like, what the hell do you do with this thing? And if you remember from the Keurig, they swim backwards. So all I did was bring my arms up and then throw it like a lawn dart, and it swam away. But I worked to get that sucker out of that rock for about 10 minutes, only to find out that I couldn't keep it. And you know what's funny is that now this thing is 2 hands. I can't use any of my equipment or anything like that. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell am I going to get this back to shore? And I was almost relieved when it was an egg, it had eggs on it.
Do you have like a little leash or something you can put around?
Yeah, you kind of put a harness on it and a leash,
whatever.
and you take them for a walk.
No, I mean like bring it back up.
No, I would have had to carry
You'd have
this.
to put that. You can't. That's what I'm thinking. You can't fit it in your.
I would have had to carry this thing and had my partner inflate my.
So you'd have I was gonna say you'd have an extra 30 pounds of weight.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to be able to do this.
And you're already 10 feet from the
in a
bottom.
bag.
Wow.
No, and there's another thing too is that when you're looking at the tail, the top of the tail of a lobster, the very bottom has 5 little flipper things at the bottom of it. When lobster catchers, the guys on the boats.
Expert on this.
Yeah, well, I worked at the dive shop.
Be totally BS.
So no, when you're lobster fishermen, when they get them into traps, they obviously can't pick and choose. They have to go through the trap on the boat. If they get an egger, okay, well, that's what we call them, our eggers. If they get an egger, what they do is they have a pair of like heavy duty scissors. Those 5 little fins on the bottom, not the one in the center, but the one to the right. They cut a little V into it, okay? And then they throw it back in. If you get a lobster that has that V, you can't keep it. That V means that it's breeding stock, and they do that to perpetuate the numbers of lobster in the water.
So, but what if one is caught that's over the breeding time? Like, say I'm at a restaurant and I get a fin that has a little cup there.
You won't get a fin with
Would
that.
I not notice it? Or because I feel like
you would see it. I mean, it's obvious.
A fish bit it or something.
No, it's a V. It's
coral.
a cut notch in that one little fin part. It doesn't hurt the lobster, but what it does is it actually anybody catching that lobster in the future.
Lobsters live for years, right?
Yes.
Like
anybody catching that particular lobster knows they can't keep it. Whether it has eggs or not is irrelevant. So you're looking for size, you're looking for eggs, and you're looking for a V notch. Any of those 3, you got to leave it. Yep. And there's actually environmental police that hang out at these places.
Yeah,
and they'll come to the water and say, "Hey, let me help you with your stuff." And then they grab your lobster bag and they want to check all your lobsters.
Spot check, yeah.
They make sure that they're the right size. They make sure that,
You don't want to ruin the fishery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they,
you watch it, Deadliest Catch this season.
Yeah, yeah.
They talked about killing if they didn't catch enough king crab, they were going to shut down the fishery because there's not enough crab out there.
Yeah, and that's
Same
what the
thing with the bear
V-notch is
died.
for.
Yep, same thing with the bear died.
That's what this is all for. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and if I'll tell you, and this is the first time this happened is it happens to every diver that goes lobstering. Lobsters, when you put multiple lobsters into your dive bag, okay, it's like a mesh, like an old onion sack. And when you've got these in there, some of them are not happy. They will literally rip apart every other lobster in that bag.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm thinking they're clawing at you or clawing through the bag. But
no, they can try, but keep in mind.
That's why crab are happy in a pot. They all have bait to go after, so they don't go after each other.
Yep. But the other thing too is that, and I found this out firsthand myself, when you catch a lobster, you always hold him by the body carapace. You do not hold him by the claws or the arms. The lobster can actually, and on desire, let go of both arms.
Yeah, because they can grow new ones, right?
Yes. And my boss, John, was laughing.
Well, so you got a couple claws at you.
Well, no, you can't keep them.
Why not?
You can't keep them because you don't know if the environmental police do not know if it had eggs or anything like that. You cannot keep lobster parts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So you have to let them go.
Not going to give an.
Nope, you cannot keep any lobster parts. They have to be the whole lobster. Yep, and I found that out the hard way.
Unless you have a big enough boat and you have a kitchen on the boat. And then you cook it.
There you go.
There you go.
But so there you go. You learned quite a bit there today.
Yeah.
I'm going to win the lottery so I can buy a
tails.
boat.
Yeah, hey, there we go. That's our new segment, Lobster Tales, brought to you by.
And you wore the appropriate color today for
a flag. I just had that white stripe.
No, for a lobster.
Oh.
A cooked lobster.
A cooked lobster. Yeah, that's me. All right, so listen, let's do up the first weather report for today.
Oh, my gosh.
Of course. Hold on.
Got you looking.
7-Eleven, the first.
Yep. We're only a half hour late. 40 minutes.
Because of your lobster story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
You and Pete can't keep a straight face with that one. All right. Joining us once again from the Bobby G and Company show, Sky One Weather Chopper, my wife and our chief meteorologist, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Hope.
We're now gathering trinkets with her Subaru friends. Welcome back once again, Angela.
Hi, Hope.
Today we can expect a really nice and sunny day with a high of 79.
What happened?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I guess I have to play
Hope
it
the
again.
chopper's okay.
All right. Joining us once
I
again
know what
from
he
the
did.
Bobby G and Company show, Sky That sounds
Oh,
better One this Weather time. Chopper, my
Yeah, I
wife
was
and
adjusting
our
the game.
chief meteorologist, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys. With Lynn out gathering trinkets with her Subaru friends. Welcome back once again, Angela.
Thanks, Lynn.
Today we can expect a really nice and sunny day with a high of 79 and some light winds. Tonight will stay mostly clear with a low of around 50 and we'll be keeping the light winds.
Hey, that sounds like a picture-perfect sort of day.
Oh, yeah. Sunrise is at 5:14 and sunset will be at 8:28 this evening.
Okay, so the weekend's going to be really hard-pressed to beat today, but what can we expect?
Well, Friday will be generally sunny despite a few afternoon clouds with a high of 84. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but the high will be 87. Now Sunday will be sunny with a high of 86. Another incredible day there. Looks like a real close to perfect weekend.
Hey, not too shabby at all. I know you need to get ready for your day and get Sky One back to base, so I'll see you for lunch.
Sounds good. Have a great show, guys. This is the chief meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff, signing off until next time. Have an awesome weekend, and remember to enjoy the weather.
All right, beautiful blue skies out there in the Tri-City area of Westfield, Southwick, and Agawam. Looking at 54 degrees currently out there. I'm telling you, it looks nice from where we're sitting. I can live with this. Could stay like this all year round. Wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Beautiful.
All right. So after that painful grout line, it pains me even more to bring this next segment to our attention. This is the co-host choice. So
I like to make it painful for you.
I like this song.
Do you?
Thanks.
Yeah.
There's a little bit behind this one. But go ahead. Angela, what'd you pick?
I picked Johnny Nash's I Can See Clearly Now.
Okay. Any reason? Or I know you told me it was stuck
Well,
in your
it was
head.
stuck in my head that day, thinking like I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And of course, it had been raining a lot.
Now you shall curse everyone else.
What? Why?
That'll be stuck in their head.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, well, that's okay, and it's I just like the song. I like the lyrics of it. It just makes me want to sing in the car.
Okay, remember, you're not in the car.
Oh, I'll sing if
No.
I can sing. Although my kids, if they're listening, and I'm sure they're not, because one's on her way to school. But they would not want me to sing. However,
See?
I can sing.
Winston just texted me. Do not let her sing. All right, so
I actually I taught a dance to this song many years ago at Marianne's Studio of Dance, which I wish I could remember the dance, but I don't remember that. And, I can see clearly now because, I've written the April Rain story.
Oh.
Now I can see clearly, and I see
Gotcha.
that, I can finish it and tell a story or two.
So
or three,
Pete,
because it is my third.
When she texts me the song choice, I texted her
I sent
back.
you all the lyrics.
I said, she says to me, I can see clearly now. And I texted her back, Lorraine is gone.
Yeah, and I said,
and she's like, what? I don't get it. I'm like, that's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, Lorraine is gone. So.
Well, it's like people call the shop and they go, is Leona there?
Leona?
The owner.
Oh, the owner.
I'm like, I am not Leona.
So anyway, with all
what
that,
sales call.
we have the co-host choice, Mr. Johnny Nash. I can see clearly now because Lorraine is gone. Take it away.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Saturdays were made for polka. Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting at 6 a.m. and Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina, Breakfast at BB at 8:30.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, this is Dean Kane. You're listening to my friends Robbie, Lynn, and Pete on the Bobby G and Company Show on WSKB 89.5 FM. I'm also listening right alongside.
Yeah.
I have more than one-liners.
Dean, what about me?
Angela's like, where am I on that?
Where am I?
But what
Dean.
she didn't realize, Pete, was that Dean Kane actually, when he did that for me, he pointed over to Angela and he says, "Can I not include that stalker chick that's over there?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
that's fine."
Because I was like, listen, I just want to have coffee with you. I want to talk about April Rain.
Yeah.
He was like, can I just finish this movie first?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People warned
Alrighty then.
So, yeah, wahoo. So, Pete, I have a question. Looking at the studio monitor here, which one of these screens is actually being broadcast?
Oh, the one that says program.
Program. Thank you.
Sorry, I forgot I had that up there for you.
No,
guys.
that's fine. It's pretty cool seeing it all. I just didn't know which one everybody else saw.
Yeah, that's the one on the right, and then the left is preview. It's what would be on the air if I push the button.
So we got all
like
three
that.
of us.
If I push the button, you see?
Oh,
it's-
okay. Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. See, I learned something new technically today. All right. So let's do up some weird but true. Oh, Angela's taking pictures now. All right.
Tourist.
And by the way, Winston got the right answer on the thinking outside of the box. So kudos to you, Winston. By the way, Winston, you won yourself a nice floral arrangement from Angela. Come see her. She'll hook you up.
See, Bob gives better things. He gives trips to Ludlow.
Does he?
Yeah.
Trips to Ludlow.
Yeah.
What's in Ludlow?
What's in Ludlow?
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Pier-ways.
Pier-ways. No, actually.
No, it's in West Springfield.
That's well, there is one in Ludlow
They
too.
just over the Ludlow
But the
Ludlow?
I went to the one in West Springfield, and we got an awesome living room set. Love it. So anyway, weird but true coming from you for you from today's New York Post newspaper, if you want to call it that. All right, none of these are Florida, Pete. Sorry, buddy. Got 5 of them for you. A message in a bottle traveled at least 2,400 miles from a teen in Rhode Island to a teen in Portugal. That's kind of a feel-good story. While spearfishing in the Azores, Christian Santos, who was 17, found the crumpled Powerade bottle with a 2018 note written in orange marker saying, "It is Thanksgiving. I am 13 and visiting family in Rhode Island. I am from Vermont." Santos's mom posted photos of the note on Facebook, hoping people sharing the photos would help locate the note's source. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
All right. It's a grave new world in Oregon. The state became the third in the nation on Tuesday to legalize human composting, or what the law called allowing people to have their remains converted to soil through the natural reduction burying method.
Yeah, isn't that like where they bury you and make you become a tree or something?
Yeah, they just bury you without anything. You know, you're not cremated. They throw you in the ground and
Reminds
cover
me
you
of
with
like
dirt.
that Robin Williams movie where they had those cocoons, that they were in. They were sleeping.
Yeah, I must have missed that one. All right.
You'd like that.
A Minnesota principal should have known better. Now, for me, I didn't have a problem with this, but you tell me. Stacy Bonnick, head of St. Paul District's largest school, emailed her staff a heartfelt note reflecting on the pandemic. One problem: an employee found the message was copied word for word from a principal's post in another state. Bonnick was suspended for plagiarism.
You should know better.
Yeah, but
you should
really?
cite the person. Yes, if you're going to plagiarize,
You-
saying, "I found this great note from somebody and I'm passing it on to you."
See, I don't see
You
it as a big deal. She only sent it to her staff.
You're an educator.
What about Biden?
You
and
don't
Trump?
want your students.
Biden's an idiot.
Listen, you don't want your students to do it. Why would you do it?
I don't
You
know.
should.
For me, that's such
especially
small potatoes.
Especially as an educator, you should know better.
All right.
What about
you
as a
always
president?
always attribute.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
He's
Or
got
they're
handler.
speech writers because
his
you
handlers
see
for
them
that.
showing old speeches that JFK gave, and then they're using the same words.
Yeah, but that's different.
Why?
That's an expert.
Because that's somebody putting that out publicly. This person was only sending an email to her staff.
But you should attribute it to somebody. Like when
Yeah.
when I share a post from somebody or I pull a quote out of something, I always say, from this post or this person posted it.
Yeah, yeah. I guess in a strict interpretation, you're right. But I just see it as such a small thing, and to accuse them of plagiarism.
But it's because of who it
an
is.
Email.
No, it's because of
Yeah.
who it is. You're an educator. You should know better. It's like
pick your battles.
a police officer speeding or drunk driving. Like you should know better because
Yeah.
that's your job.
Yeah,
Like,
but again, it's
you're
different
an
because that's
educator.
criminal.
Yeah, but
That's a criminal activity. This is
just as criminal.
It's just an email. I
But
mean, it
it's
wasn't even sent
plagiarism.
That's what I'm saying. It's
You
just
you teach your
pick and
students.
choose.
You teach your students when they write their papers not
You
to
gotta practice
plagiarize.
what you preach.
Correct.
All right.
If it were like you or I not as big a deal because we're not educators.
Yes.
All right.
Set the
Well,
example.
actually, speak for yourself. I do consider myself an educator. Matter of fact, I heard this on the radio, and I'm gonna steal it.
You.
I'm gonna steal it. It's been said that you can actually get the equivalent of a degree by listening to this show. I have a source that said that. It was me, of course, but it was still a source.
By listening?
By listening to the show, the education you get is the equivalent of a college degree.
All right, so let's start sending out certificates.
There you
to
go. Because I
everyone
am
who's listening to your
technically
voice.
an adjunct professor at 2 local universities.
Are you really?
Well, I've taught at both 2 local universities.
That's a guest speaker.
Yep, that makes me an adjunct professor.
No, it does not.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so listen. It's like Halloween came early. And it's
skip right by that one.
Professor Goff.
That's right. Damn straight. Don't you forget it. An entire region of Australia was left draped in cobwebs after heavy flooding sparked a mass exodus of spiders. Residents in Gippsland, in the state of Victoria, who had been evacuated, returned recently to find the area looking more like a haunted house. Experts said the phenomena was common after heavy rains when arachnids are forced to higher ground. My wife would flip.
Oh, I would.
Oh my God, she hates spiders. All right, but are they any less cray? A recent study found that crayfish who are exposed to antidepressants behave more boldly.
Who exposed them to antidepressants?
I was wondering that myself. The animals were found to emerge from hiding more quickly and spent longer looking for food after being subjected to the drugs via contaminated water. Who the hell does that? How do you get a grant for that? Can you imagine that? You go and you put in for a grant. What are you looking for? Well, I want to give lobsters antidepressants to find out if they'll be any better. Are they going to be happier when they go into the pot?
This is what Rand Paul was talking about on the floor of the Senate during the last budget reconciliation. About all these programs are like, why?
Yeah.
Just why?
Yeah.
Why is that worth funding?
Yeah, I don't know. It's in the weird but true. Again, today's New York Post.
If you want a comedy routine, I'll send you the link of Rand Paul talking about all these programs. We'll run that as a comedy routine sometime because it was.
Speaking of comedy, are there any comedy clubs or shows going on? Do we know?
Yes.
Where?
Well, I know the Funny Bone in Hartford.
They're back open?
Is open,
okay.
yeah. And they've got booked events. Nobody that I knew, but
nothing
that doesn't
local right in this close area, right?
No, we've got you to amuse the masses. Mm-hmm. All right, so with that in mind,
we need a comedy club.
7:28 in the a.m. I got to hurry up here. We got to get caught up.
We're already behind.
But we're behind because of you.
You're not going to get
Blues Traveler with Runaround. You're listening to Bobby G and Company, or mostly Angela.
Escape the memory of a phone call and what used
perhaps I've grown a little cynical, but I know no matter what the waitress brings, I should drink it and always be full. Yeah, I will drink it and always be full. I like coffee and I like tea, but to be able to enter a final plate, I still got this dream that you just can't shake. I love you to the point you can no longer take. Well, right, okay, so be that way. I hope and pray that there's something left to say, but yeah, why you wanna give me a run around? Is it a surefire way to speed things up when all it does is slow me down? Oh yeah, why you wanna give me a run around? Is it a surefire way to speed things up when all it does is slow me down?
I'll come back to you this time
All right.
since we're behind.
We're behind. So we're gonna skip the weather since we just did
Oh,
it.
thank God!
And we're gonna jump right into the just for laughs. Now, I don't know if you got the video on this.
I do.
It's if you're watching this, it's a coronavirus parody
Rhapsody.
of Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's a rhapsody.
Yeah, and so you may have to look at the screen to get the words, but and it's kind of late for a coronavirus thing because I mean we're kind of getting over
this is
it.
a good way to celebrate
But,
the end.
there you go. That's what I was hoping for. I just found the thing yesterday. So without any further ado, here is your coronavirus rhapsody, Bobby G and Company.
Fever, is this just allergies? Caught in a lockdown, no escape from the family. Don't touch your eyes, just hand sanitize quickly. I'm just a poor boy, no job security, 'cause I'm easy spread, even though I wash my hands laying low. I look out the window, cup doesn't look flatter to me, Mama, I just killed a man. I didn't stay inside in bed. I walked past him, now he's dead. Mama, life was so much fun, but now I've got this unforgiving flame. Mama, I didn't need to make them die. If I'm not back to work this time tomorrow, carry on, as if people didn't matter. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine. Social isolation time. Goodbye, everybody. I hope it's just the flu. I've got to live without the other face. Mama, I don't wanna die. a douche, what a douche. Did he even wash his hands though? The toilet paper's frightening, very, very frightening me. Gotta lay low, gotta lay low. I'm just a poor boy facing mortality. He's just a poor boy facing mortality. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Touch your face, wash your hands, will you wash your hands? Bismillah, we will not wash your hands. Wash your hands. Bismillah, we will not wash your hands. Wash your hands. Bismillah, we will not wash your hands. Wash your hands. Never, never wash your hands, never, no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, wash your hands. COVID-19 has a sickness put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and just shake my hand? So you think we can hang out and not break our plans? Oh, baby, can't do this with me, baby. Just gotta stay home. I hope I don't run out of beer. The curve could get much flatter. Anyone can see. The curve could get much flatter. You know it's your responsibility. Just look out your window.
Okay, that was awesome.
That
was awesome.
I really like that.
You know
I
what-
just sent that to the health director because I thought that was absolutely
Well, there you go.
freaking awesome.
Who
I-
wrote it?
It was. It
There's
didn't have an
credits,
name.
right?
Dean
No.
Russ, music by Dean Russell,
Yeah.
vocals by Adrian Grimes, lyrics by Dana J. Bine.
Dana J. Bine.
Dana J. But there's a Dana Bine that lives. He's older though, but I'm saying, and music by Queen.
Yeah, because I see,
Yeah.
see where on the screen there you can
Yeah.
see it, but the little
Yep.
preview thing's over it.
That's why I
Yeah.
told you just look it up on YouTube. That's where I
Yeah.
found it.
No, it was.
I
That
actually,
was
amazing.
awesome.
the first one
That
I
was
was
better than a. I shouldn't say better than a Weird Al, but that was good.
That was good.
I thought it was
That
awesome.
was very, very
Really
good.
good.
Very,
The
very
first
good.
one I was actually looking at was Menopause Rhapsody. Same tune, but it was 4 women singing about menopause.
No,
And
this
I'm
is
like,
far more.
Well, that was what caught my attention. So I'm listening to that, and you know when you're watching one video, it gives you a list on the side of all the other ones that are similar or whatever that you might like. So I'm listening to this menopause one. I'm like, this is stupid. And then that one was on the right, and I'm like, okay, I got to try that one. Coronavirus, got to check it out. Clicked it, and it was just I was openly laughing.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, if you could see it, you got the lyrics on there. You can, you definitely aren't missing anything. But he was just.
It's
he
a great
nailed it.
memoir of the coronavirus life, right?
It is, but what I liked was that, and there were stupid little what are called Easter eggs, which are little things that if you don't pay attention, you're gonna miss. He's drinking Corona when he says he hopes he doesn't run out of beer. So he's actually drinking Corona at that point in time. And when they did the guitar solo, that was a Rock Band guitar.
Saw that, yeah.
For a video game. And then the kid just wailing on it
Guitar Hero
like he's
or whatever.
owning it, yeah. So I thought it was amusing. It hit my funny bone, and it was something a little different from what I usually play in that segment. But we ran with it. So listen, we're going to try and make up 7:41 in the AM. We're going to jump into our Nason connection. This one goes out to our good friend, Mr. Danny Nason. And when I messaged him this week, I said, hey, what do you want to hear? He came back with a song by Freddie and the Dreamers And this is one I don't think I'd ever heard before. I Love You, Baby. And it's not the one I thought it was. When I heard that song, I thought it was, there's that tune that,
I love you, baby.
yeah, that's the one. That's what I thought it was. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not what this is.
Why didn't that download?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got it.
You got it. Okay. So,
right,
the Nascent Connection today, we got Freddie and the Dreamers with I Love You, Baby, Bobby G and Company.
Whoa, I love you, baby. I love you so. I need you, honey. I'll never let you go, 'cause you're the girl in my life. You're the one I adore. And I love you. As I walk by the seaside, as I walk through the grass, I see little bluebirds making love while I pass. Bees are humming, there's a singing everywhere. Everyone's in love. Whoa, I love you, baby. I love you so. I need you, honey. I'll never let you go, 'cause you're the girl in my life. You're the one I adore. And I love you. As I walk by the schoolyard, as I walk by the gate, I hear the weeping willow where we kissed on every date. And carved in the bark you'll find an arrow and a heart, and underneath it says, whoa, I love you, baby. I love you so. I need you, honey. I'll never let you go, 'cause you're the girl in my life. You're the one I adore. And I love you. And I love you. And I love you.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
All right.
That was not the song I thought it was.
I told you it wasn't. I told you.
I was.
And Danny, we love you too, baby. Yeah. All right. So we are almost caught up. 7:44 in the a.m. I am at the 7:30 double play. So Pete, let's just jump right on that, and that should put us back in good stride.
Okay.
So
more music.
More music. Yeah, but
I got a bumper for that.
I want to be able to talk later. So we got a double play coming at
These
you.
are my songs. I like
That I knew Angela was
thought
going to
of
like.
me.
I did think of you. So we got some Train coming at you. Double play of Train. We got Hey Soul Sister and Drops of Jupiter.
I got a liner.
You're dedicating them to me.
Which one? Drops of Jupiter or
Both. I love them both.
oh, we kick you to the moon.
I got a voice from the past.
You got a voice from the past?
From a friend of mine who passed away too early.
Oh.
But he left behind some great liners for us.
All right. What do you got?
All right.
A great song then, a great song today.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind. Your sweet moonbeam, the smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head. She acts like summer and walks like rain, reminds me that there's a time to change. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar, and then you missed me while you were looking for yourself out there. Now that she's back from that soul vacation, tracing her way through the constellation. She checks out Mozart while she does Chavo. Reminds me that there's room to grow. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane Doe. Sorry about a man who was too afraid to fly, so he never did land. But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and head back to the Milky Way? But tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? And then you missed me while you were looking for yourself out there. Can you imagine no love, fried deep fried chicken? Your best friend always sticking up for you. Even when I know you're wrong, can you imagine no first dance, freeze dried romance, 5-hour phone conversation? The best soy latte that you ever had in me. But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and head back to the Milky Way? And tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar, and then you missed me while you were looking for yourself. Na 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 na. And then you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day. And then you fall for a shooting star, fall for a shooting star. And now you're lonely looking for yourself out there.
Painful.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, painful. You're not kidding. All right, so a little train coming at you, some drops of Jupiter, and then hey, soul sister. Yeah, all right.
Hey, soul sister. I always text my friend when I hear that on the radio because we are soul sisters.
Winston texted me and he wanted to know when I was going to play some real driving hard music. He wants some like British rock, so I told him, okay, I got coming up next. I got the Beastie Boys. That's driving for you. That'll work.
He's not driving.
He's not. No.
He can't drive.
No.
He only got one eye and one leg.
Well, hey, can only make left-hand turns.
Sorry.
All right.
Wow.
Winston, I love you, but
Why you got to be like that to the guy?
well, it's okay.
He spends his hard-earned money in your little studio, and you're sitting here cracking on him, telling stories about him in your
love
grout line, and
I think he's okay with it.
You think he's okay with
Yeah,
it?
he's on my mind. He's on my mind.
Well,
He's
from
on
what
my prayer list.
from what you said, he seems like a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
So
He's like the love doctor. He's a preacher also, and he's does some therapy. So he's like a love doctor.
We have a mic at your house. This is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
Live
with
from the
that.
Grout household.
Wait.
Yeah. I don't think any of the grouts are up yet.
No, I'm like, well, my husband shouldn't be home right now, so it's got to be the teenage daughter because the dog wants to go out. Bruin's like,
yeah.
"Roo, roo, roo, roo," and she's like, I want to sleep. Oh no, she's getting up now. She's getting ready to go to work.
Where's she working now?
She is working for Complete Restoration Solutions.
That's you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's my husband's company.
Listen,
and
my
mine.
first summer job
But,
was with my dad's company.
you
So
know, and you know what? We need her. We've been, needing someone to answer the phones, and we've had some temps coming in, but we haven't been able to find a permanent person. And of course, with Maggie, here she's getting ready to go to college. It's hard to find, the temporary summer job, especially because she's still got her lacrosse season going on. We got a vacation planned, which, I want to take advantage of being with my kids and, to have these vacation times. And then, it's time to pack and get ready for college. So, what is she going to find, a job to say, I'll work 2 weeks here and 1 week here, and then I'm going to school. And
I hope you're paying her well.
yeah, I pay her well. Love. I give her free room and board.
Oh no.
I pay for her gas.
No.
Her
Man,
car
yeah. She should be still getting
she's
20, 25 bucks an hour.
Well, I don't know if she's getting that much, but she
should.
She's making some good money, and she's
helping
doing some hostessing over at the tavern in Westfield. So
the hostess with the mostest.
the hostess with the Moses.
All right. So listen, this one's going out to our buddy Winston. Pedal faster, Winston. All right. We got some Beastie Boys with. Hey, you know what? This is the one thing that came out of J.J. Abrams' version of Star Trek that I really, really like. It was in the first one, and it was in the third one. We got some Sabotage coming in from Beastie Boys. Take it away to Winston. Hey, there we go.
Couldn't find my cursor.
Couldn't find the cursor. All right, I got my cursor sitting next to me. She's cursing at me the whole time the songs are playing. ABC. So, listen, we got, you know what's cool about that? We played that song there. Literally every traffic jam that was within the broadcast range has miraculously cured itself within the last 2 minutes.
That is a head.
All the traffic's gotten gone. Yep. So, Pete, I need you to do something for me.
Oh no.
I need you to text me the station number to have somebody call in. Okay? I'm going to share that.
On what platform?
Somebody can call in to talk. You can put them on the air.
No. What, like actual text message, Facebook?
Yeah, just text it. Text it to me. Just send it to my phone. I'm going to share that with our buddy Winston, who is listening. So Angela's going to text that to Winston. And Winston, I want to have you call into the station. Here's my thought. Angela was sharing stories about Winston. I want to hear a story from Winston about Angela. We're going to flip that coin over. So, So, Winston, when I get that text, I'm going to have Angela send it over to you. And,
I got Angela's phone number. I can send it right to her.
You can. Okay, there you go. So, we're going to forward that over to you, and we'll have you call in a little bit. So, Pete, when you're done with that, let's jump into the weather for this segment. 8 o'clock in the a.m. All right, joining us once again from the Bobby G and Company show, Sky One Weather Chopper, my wife and our chief meteorologist, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys. With Lynn out gathering trinkets with her Subaru friends, welcome back once again, Angela.
Hi, Hope.
Today we can expect a really nice and sunny day with a high of 79 and some light winds. Tonight will stay mostly clear with a low of around 50, and we'll be keeping the light winds.
Hey, that sounds like a picture-perfect sort of day.
Oh, yeah. Sunrise is at 5:14, and sunset will be at 8:28 this evening.
Okay, so the weekend's going to be really hard-pressed to beat today, but what can we expect?
Well, Friday will be generally sunny despite a few afternoon clouds with a high of 84. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but the high will be 87. Now Sunday will be sunny with a high of 86. Another incredible day there. Looks like a real close to perfect weekend.
Hey, not too shabby at all. I know you need to get ready for your day and get Sky One back to base, so I'll see you for lunch.
Sounds good. Have a great show, guys. This is the Chief Meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff, signing off until next time. Have an awesome weekend, and remember to enjoy the weather.
Hey, yeah, there we are. Okay. So we got 59 degrees in your Tri-Town area. And, again, gorgeous out there. Blue skies. Going to be an awesome day out there. Get out there and enjoy it.
It's so quiet around here.
It is. It's nice. What was it? Yesterday was the last day of classes?
Yes. Today I think it's for almost everybody else is today.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice.
Yep.
Nobody running around.
No one in the building?
Custodians are here.
Just the custodians. Yeah, no students.
I see a couple staff coming in to do mop up stuff.
Yep. So did you get the phone number? You send it over?
No, he hasn't answered. So maybe he was asking if we were on till 10. So maybe he was getting up to get back. I don't know.
So
Winston, if you can hear us, text me.
803 minutes. 803 minutes. Yeah, 803 in the AM and 803 minutes. So look, we got a double play coming at you, and Winston, if you're listening. Give us a call. Call into the studio. We'll put you on the air after the double play, and we're gonna have a little Angela roast. And
that's not fair.
That's not fair. Why is that not fair? You were talking about him earlier.
Fair. I know you're right.
Yeah,
so it's
see?
fair.
Fair.
All right, but I'm
share. That's fair.
I'm telling you good stuff.
Well, maybe he'll. How do you know he's not going to tell us good stuff?
She's worried.
He's going to tell you that I thought there was a bird in the wall, but I was.
There was a bird in the wall.
Yeah.
Tweet.
They all thought I was crazy. Listen,
well, no, we all know you're crazy. It's not a thought.
The bird is
the word. The word is the bird. Yep, there we go. All right, so your next double play coming at you, the 8 a.m. We are on time, and you said I would never catch up. We are talking some Green Day. We got some Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and then we're going to come back at you with Holiday. Bobby G and Company.
Professor Goff.
walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield. He's here.
He's here. We have the man, the myth, and the legend.
The Royal Highness.
Mr. Winston, the Royal Highness.
I think somebody else is a Royal Highness, and it's not Max.
It's
the
not.
Professor.
I'm the original, though.
You are the original.
There you go.
Hi.
So good morning, Winston. Welcome to the Bobby G and Company show. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic and maintaining it.
You're maintaining it? Hey, what'd you think of the Beastie Boys there playing Sabotage for you? Get you up and moving a little bit?
I was trying to move in one leg, but you know.
He can dance with one leg.
He can dance with the one leg. Nice. Nice. So you were listening to the whole show, so you caught Angela telling stories about you earlier.
In my first year.
And she's been talking about you off air, too, telling me a lot about you. And I got to tell you, I got to give you credit, sir, where credit is due. You are a huge benefit to this community. And the things that you do, God bless you, man. I can't overstress that. You are huge to a lot of people. And I hope you realize that. So
I appreciate that, Bobby.
Yeah.
You are. You're an amazing man.
Yeah.
Yep. And Angela doesn't talk very highly about a lot of people. No. You would think she's a sweet little peach, but oh no, I'm telling you. Yeah. But she had nothing but praise and good things to say about you, sir. So now you've known. Angela says you've known her since like the mid '80s.
1986.
Yeah, you were still dancing on poles at that point, weren't you?
I was in the basement. In the basement of the church.
In the basement of the. Oh man, that's just wrong.
There were poles in the basement.
She was pole dancing in the church.
Wow.
I was a major contributor, Bobby.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So what's
dancing on the pole?
We had some poles at the plaza too.
Oh man, I'm telling you. So, and I remember you, Angela, from not that far back, but the 90s, and some of those outfits that you used to wear at the dancing days. Woo! I'm telling you, I always made it a point of having a pocket full of singles.
For the listening audience, I was a dance teacher for the youth.
Is that what it was? Yeah, but how many times did you have? How many times did you have the fathers sitting watching your class when their kid wasn't even in there?
Oh gosh, I had one father who would come in with his camcorder and make it look like he was filming his kid, but I knew he wasn't filming his kid. And, it was creepy.
Wow,
it was creepy.
It was creepy.
You know, at the end of the year, he wanted to give me like a little kiss.
I'm sure.
And to say thank you for being such a great teacher to his daughters, and
she wasn't even.
And I did the quick cheek turn because he was going like full frontal.
Wow.
Is that the right word? Full.
Yeah, I guess so. What's that girl's name? That the reporter there, frontal with the hell is her name?
Pete'll know.
I have no idea what you're
talking about.
It's a show, Full Frontal with.
Samantha Bee.
That's
the name of the show. Yeah.
There you go. So, Winston, you obviously have got a lot of time invested with Angela. What would you say?
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
I know. What would you say was the funniest thing that you've ever seen or had her do?
Who?
I know.
I'm not funny.
She said something about. She said something about a bird in a wall or something.
Remember I told you that I thought there was a bird in the wall at the flower shop because I kept hearing something fluttering behind the sheetrock as I went into the basement, and then you ripped off.
Yes, but I remember that. I don't remember all the details.
Yeah, and he wouldn't hear it. He'd go down the stairs and go, I don't hear it. And then after like 2 weeks, I'm like, I don't hear it anymore either, but I swear there's a bird in the wall. So we ended up ripping off the sheetrock because I really wanted to prove my point, and there was a dead bird and a bird in the wall that was still flying. And we caught that bird and let it out, and then we had the stinky dead bird to remove.
Stinky dead bird.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. See, he only vaguely remembers it. That's telling me that the therapy that you've made him go to is starting to work. He's forgetting about these incidents that you've created.
No, he'd come in every day, just watch us work, and
with his camcorder. You have his camcorder
he
saying,
didn't have his
"Hey, I like how you teaching my daughter." Yeah.
He didn't have his camcorder.
No camcorder. Well, he had the camera set up in the building. He didn't need the camcorder.
Maybe there may be cameras set up in the buildings because when those walls talk, let me tell you, they're gonna
scream.
Scream some
Just like the church poles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. All right. So, Winston, thanks, man, for calling in. It was great talking to you.
Oh, not a problem.
And
Great.
I hope you enjoy the show and you catch the rest of it. We're going to continue to roast Angela between songs. And, yeah, we're going to have some fun.
I'm
don't roast
gonna
us
get
too
really
much.
tan after all this.
Yeah, you'll be
roasting.
nice and tan. But no, it's all tongue in cheek, Winston. We don't Angela, like yourself, Angela and I have been friends for many, many years, longer than I care to admit. And yep. So she's a good kid.
All right.
She's done right by me with the flowers over the years.
I love that I get called a kid.
Yeah. Well, you are younger than
I'm
me.
a kid at heart.
You're younger than me.
Winston's a kid at heart. for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. We all are. All right, Winston, take care, brother. God bless.
All right.
Love ya.
Thanks again.
Talk to you later.
All right, so
Yeah.
we got our next song that we're going to be coming at you with. I was looking for something different, and I had this in my music sheet, but I never played it on the air. And this is by the Foo Fighters. We're going to play Learn to Fly. Now, I started looking at different songs that the Foo Fighters did, and listening to this, I love this song. And I was like, okay, what else can I put on eventually onto the show by them? And I'll tell you, look it up on YouTube, type up Foo Fighters. Pete, you know Tom Sawyer by Rush?
Yep.
The song? Mm-hmm. Look up Foo Fighters, Tom Sawyer, Rush, or Rush, Tom Sawyer, whatever. It's going to come up with this guy named Brian. All right? The lead singer, and forgive me, I don't know their names. The lead singer from Foo Fighters in this video has, I guess it's a broken ankle or something. He's sitting in a stage seat, and he's got a cast boot on one of his legs. And they're talking about the Tom Sawyer Rush song, and they end up, he makes a comment that, nobody knows the words to this or something like that. And somebody in the audience starts yelling that he knows the words. So this guy actually invites this listener in the audience up on stage to sing Tom Sawyer. Now, it is very profane. He does use a lot of profanity in it. So it's not something I'll play on the air. But, oh, my God. This guy.
Send me the link.
It just, like I said, just look it up on YouTube, Foo Fighters Rush, and it'll come up with Brian. And you got to watch it. It's like a 7-minute video. This kid nailed it. It was incredible to listen. I've watched it twice yesterday. Shared it with my wife. So with all that in mind, Foo Fighters, Learn to Fly. Bobby G and Company.
Hook me up a new
All right, some Foo Fighters. That has got to be one of my all-time favorite songs.
I like the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, Pete, you know a lot about local musicians and stuff like that.
A little bit, yeah.
Is there a local Foo Fighters tribute band?
Not that I'm aware of, but there's a lot of tribute bands that do like 80s, 90s that do songs.
Yeah.
I'm sure would do that song. Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to see them. I mean, I don't even know. Are they still a viable entity, or
I don't know. I haven't heard that they broke up, but
yeah. So, I mean, I would love to see that in concert.
To be a Foo Fighters tribute band, do you have to get permissions from the Foo Fighters to sing their songs publicly?
Oh, really?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, I don't
know. I don't know.
No, but I mean, there's different different tribute bands that the bands themselves have liked so much that they kind of endorse them. Like,
yeah.
There's one coming up at Geraldine's this weekend. It's an Aerosmith tribute band. It's the only band that Aerosmith endorses.
Oh, no kidding.
And like a friend of mine, Mick, that I went to high school with.
Yep.
He's in a U2 tribute band
Yeah, I was
that,
gonna say that
U2 has members of U2 have shown up and played with.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be awesome.
Yes. So you turn around, mix the guitar player, and his counterpart in U2, the Edge, is standing next to him, and say, "Hey, can I borrow your guitar?"
That's got to be. Oh my God, I can't.
There's video of it, so I know it happened. He told me it happened,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
goes, "Oh, check out the video." A couple of people got it when they were playing down in New York City during a U2 tour. They were playing, and the two members, and they knew the manager was coming to check them out, but what they didn't realize is Edge and the bass player or drummer, the bass player,
Yep.
both rhythm section guys were listening to them for a couple songs to make sure that they had the sound right.
Wow.
They wanted to make sure that they had the U2 sound proper.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they didn't want to come down and play with the stuff not being right. And they said, "My God, that you guys have our sound down to a T."
That's awesome.
And they wanted to come play a couple songs with them.
That's
is so cool.
I mean,
So cool.
obviously
And that-
they look up to these guys. You know, they're imitating them, and to have that.
Well, and Edge doesn't sign anything, right? He's notorious for not doing autographs or signing anything.
Neither does Christian.
Very funny. But the
Edge and
Edge doesn't
Christian are
sign
wrestlers.
stuff, and Mick asked him to sign the guitar.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, what are you gonna do with it?" He goes, "This is just gonna hang on my wall forever. It's not going anywhere. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna auction it, ever. It's just
Yeah.
gonna hang on my wall." And he signed the guitar for him, and he retired it on the spot.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I got a friend who either, I'm going to use the word, burned a guitar or burned drums for one of the band members in U2. I don't know exactly who it was for, but he does like artwork where he burns.
Oh.
Burnishes.
Yeah, yeah. He's done actually. He did a guitar, I know, definitely for Bruno Mars, and I think it might have been drums for U2. But he's done a lot of. He done Matt Soren's. He's done it for him. He's a really great artist. He actually had all of his artwork in Times Square. And when I say in Times Square, not just a gallery, like literally hanging or on
display.
No, outside on those big wall projectors that are on the buildings.
Oh, very
in Times
cool.
Square.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was extended longer because when it went up, it happened to be at the beginning of the pandemic, so therefore they stayed longer.
Wow.
So yeah, Matthew Jean.
I'm telling you,
Frenchman.
you got to look up that Foo Fighters Tom Sawyer.
But yeah,
You got to see that
all right,
Brian. And the kid he's maybe, I don't know, it looked like maybe 30-ish. But he just nailed it. And what was cool was that the way that, now this was somebody filming it from the audience, but you could see they had cameras on stage. So you're looking at Brian, but you could see the screen behind him is the face of the lead singer. And the expressions on his face as this Brian guy is hitting those high notes, it was like, wow. It was awesome. The drummer for Foo Fighters, that guy is just, like I said, I don't know their names. That guy is incredible. After that, I definitely am a huge fan of theirs overall. And, if they didn't have, I would love to play that mix, but there's too many F-bombs and everything else with it, so obviously I couldn't. But, oh, my God, you got to see that. That kid was just... And that's something he's never going to forget.
For after the show.
Yeah, there you go. You got your homework
All right,
assignment.
so why'd you pick the next double play?
The next double play, just because I like Bare Naked Ladies. That works in many different ways.
Because I have a story for this once you get done yours.
Okay, so we got a double play coming at you, the Bare Naked Ladies, another band that I really, really enjoy listening to. The first one, Pinch Me, which, ow! What are What are you doing?
You just said pinch me.
Yes.
All right. And then the other one, this one you can do, send me a postcard. Go away. And that one just cracks me up. It's about the monkey.
I know. It's gonna
So what's your story, Pete?
So this was the first tour they did it, but digital media came about really in the early 2000s, and Bare Naked Ladies was one of the first bands. Everybody likes the bootleg of a show, right?
Yep.
Grateful Dead was famous for it, right? So Bare Naked Ladies decided we're going to record every show, and if you were there, you can buy the show you were at. And it started with their tour in 2004. Well, almost at the beginning of their tour, in February 20th, 2004, I was at Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut, and heard this.
It's the perfect time of year. Somewhere far away from here. I feel fine enough, I guess. Considering everything's a mess. There's a restaurant down the street where hungry people like to eat. I could walk, but I'll just drive. It's colder than it looks outside. I could be gone, but it's gone. And you're trying to choose when it comes out as a young. When you're trying to see the wood beyond your front door. Take your time to where I can make you smile when you realize that I got myself might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. It's the perfect time of day to throw all your cares away. Put the sprinkler on the lawn and run through with no clothing on. Take a drink right from the hose, then change into my sister's clothes. Climb the stairs up to my room. Sleep away the afternoon. I could be done, but it's gone. Then you're trying to sleep it on. It comes out as a yawn when you're trying to see the wood beyond your front door. Take your time to where I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that I myself might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Pinch me. I'm still asleep. Please God, tell me that I'm still asleep. On an evening such as this, it's hard to tell if I exist.
Pinch yourself like the song says.
But pack the car and leave this town. Notice that I'm not around. I could hide out under there. I've just made you say underwear. I could leave, but I'll just stay. All my stuff's here anyway. I could be down, but it's gone. Then you're trying to scream it, and it comes out as a yawn when you're trying to see the on your front door. Take your time to where I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that I got myself might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Trying to figure out what all this is for. Trying to see the wood beyond your front door.
Thank you very much. This next song takes place in our hometown of Toronto, Ontario. Where right around the corner from my house is a huge, beautiful bridge called the Prince Edward Viaduct. And apparently it had the dubious distinction of being the #2 suicide spot in North America next to the Golden Gate Bridge. So the city of Toronto decided they would build a large metal cage around it to try to stop people from jumping. So after anonymously so they leave no trail. Never thought I'd have an admirer from overseas, but some of this enemy stationary filled with chimpanzees. Some chimps in swimsuits, chimps are swinging from a vine, some chimps in jack boots, chimps that wish they could be mine, Starsky and Hutch chimps. The chimp who's sitting on the can, a pair of Dutch chimps, also sending love from Amsterdam. Chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say the monkey sender thinks it's great. He's sending me memes, she's sending me just to see me get irate. Losing sleep, it's gonna be keeping me up all night. I thought it was funny, but now I got money on a monkey flight. Some chimps in hard hats, chimps are working on a chain gang. Who love cats, burning rubber in a Mustang. A wishing chimp, a chimp in black like a god, a going fishing chimp, a British chimp in the bar. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. When someone in front of me, even though I pack to move my home, no matter what, they come, they won't leave me alone. Another monkey in the mail can make me lose my mind. Look at me shuffling through the stack until I finally find some chimps in swimsuits, some chimps in jack boots, some chimps in hard hats, some chimps who love cats. I got the plain chimps, the chimps devoid of any hair. I got the shaved chimps dressed up in the women's underwear. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is dressed to me. Everyone is addressed to me. Everyone is addressed to me. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. Another postcard with chimpanzees, and everyone is addressed to me. Some chimps in swimsuits, some chimps in jack boots, some chimps in hard hats, some chimps who love cats. I got the shade chimps, there's chimps who better than me. I got the brain chimps, dressed up in the women's underwear, Starsky and Hutch chimps. Chimp who's sitting on the can, a pair of Dutch chimps, who send their love from Amsterdam. Some chimps in Mustangs, some chimps in gin gangs. Got a birthday wishing chimp, and I got the going fishing chimp.
All right, some live Bare Naked Ladies. I like the live ones better because the dead ones aren't as much fun.
So you have experience with both?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, from a paranormal perspective.
Okay.
So go ahead, Pete.
I always love live music too. I mean, it's just for me, it's so much better hearing stuff.
I like live music as long as it doesn't copy the studio.
That's what I'm saying. Live music is so much better because some stuff is so overproduced now and fixed and auto-tuned and everything.
It. I mean, I saw Huey Lewis years ago, and it was the worst concert I ever saw because every song sounded like it was just a recording of the
track.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, okay, this sucks. But like you get something like that, they inject a couple of different words to it, like Aerosmith does the same thing. And, it makes it an experience as opposed to sitting home and listening to an album.
You should hear their If I Had $1 Million.
Yeah,
the version of that is so good, and there's an ad lib that I might play after your last song.
Okay,
I might play the ad lib. The ad lib was they're just riffing, and it's
Nice.
just awesome. It was an awesome tune.
All right.
But I vividly remember that. I remember going to that show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and listening to it brings back memories. It's like, oh my God, that was so cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But that was 17 years ago.
Yeah. Well, now that we have the state pretty much opening again,
thank you.
and, things are going to start to get back to normal, you got little events, things like this weekend, for example, our good friends Katie and Rusty over in Brimfield actually have a concert going on.
Yeah, they got Trailer Trash, right?
Trailer Trash, yeah.
They have
Tickets,
a big following for
tickets
that.
are required for that. That's not something you have to get tickets for it. I'm assuming you can get them at the door.
You might be able to get them at the door, but I know
But
they have
limited.
Limited tickets.
Yeah, like last weekend they had their Food and Wine Festival, and it was limited to 1,000 people, and they
Yep.
probably still had about maybe about 100 tickets to sell at the door.
Yeah.
Which we were hoping to see you.
Yeah, I couldn't get there.
I get it. It was a beautiful, beautiful day.
Yeah.
The weather was
Yeah.
spectacular.
Yep, I saw your videos that you
Oh,
posted.
you liked my live broadcast?
Yeah.
I did, and I plugged in the WSKB live.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Pete, did you get to see it?
No, I didn't. I was last week. Ended up being even crazier than I thought it would be. Just working.
Because we wanted you to come and try and do live
Right.
broadcasts and
Yeah,
interview
yeah.
some of the vendors and stuff. But I didn't interview any of the
Yeah, no.
vendors. I just kind of gave it a little aerial view, a little tour, and
Yep.
I mean, I will say Katie and Rusty set that thing up beautifully. It ran so well, organized. I mean, they had all the vendors spaced out where there was enough space in between each one that you didn't feel like you were walking the distance to get to a different winery, because each tent was like its own winery with a little farmer's market sprinkled amongst it with entertainment. But
Well, I got to think that some of the entertainment factor there was watching these people after they've had a few hits of this wine staggering through this field to get to the next vendor.
33 little shots
Yeah.
of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really a fun day. I'm glad I was able to go, and
Nice.
So Trailer Trash is this weekend, and
They are a fun country party band.
July 4th they got Liam Coleman.
Yep.
And I just found out, I was telling you, they're doing open mic nights now on the first Thursday of the month for July, August. Well, actually, I think July might be the second one. But it's the first Thursday of the month in August, September, and October. And people can sign up online, and you can either sing 3 of your songs, or you can have a 15 minutes, on the mic.
Huh.
So that'll be like kind of a interesting.
So you're gonna go skin the cat?
Who knows? Maybe I'll show up and do a.
You can do your Cher impersonation.
Oh yeah.
Every time she sings, it sounds like something skinning a cat.
I leave that. I'm not. I can't do Cher.
Yeah. Thank God.
Tom Fredette over
Cher
at
can't do
Concerts by
Cher.
Tom does a good Cher.
Cher can't do Cher. All right. So like I was saying, things starting to get back into swing here. One thing that I do get asked quite a bit, I get a lot of emails on this, asking when we are going to start the library presentations again. And, people haven't been able to go. We didn't do any last year at all. So, I mean, it's been a while, and people are looking to get back into this, and, they want to have some fun. So I actually just started this past week booking new events. So
what's in the library?
What's in the library? Books, CDs.
Ghost 101.
No, tell me about your library here.
Well, West Springfield has been a staple for us since we started doing these events, and they love having us come in. They get a good showing for it, and the people seem to really enjoy it. So we booked 3 different dates. I believe it's August, September, and October. Or it's September, October, November.
Live broadcast?
It's not a broadcast. It's a presentation in the library.
Oh.
And I purposely don't put these as a broadcast or like on the internet. It's if you want to go, if you want to learn.
In-person event.
Exactly. It's one of these things that, if you watch your stuff on TV, okay, but you can't really ask questions or share stories. If you do and your TV starts replying to you, you need to email me and get me over. But I mean, you come to these library events and you're with, first of all, like-minded people.
People are interested in the topic.
Exactly. And a lot of times, well, actually every time. I mean, I don't think I've ever done an event where we were able to end and then, boom, we're out the door. Every event that we do, I make myself and my people who are attending are available to the audience. And so people come up, they share stories, experiences, they have questions. And, that to me, that's pretty cool. And if you know me, I don't see myself as anybody special. I'm just a schmuck with a cool hobby. And but I'm very well read on it. I've got a ton of experience in this field. And sometimes people just want to know, hey, could this be this? And, I found over the years, you're not going to prove it. And they're not looking for proof. It's like, yeah, this just happened. And for some reason, it's symbolic of a loved one. Yep. Could it be them, trying to tell me they're okay? And, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like, if that gives you comfort, I'm all for it.
100%.
I'm all for it. We've all lost somebody that was close to us, and, it would be nice to think that they're still looking out for you.
They are.
And so, these library events, first of all, they're educational, and I got to say they're entertaining. We have a lot of fun with it, and it's interactive. So if you ever go to the libraries, if I'm in the middle of a presentation, I tell everybody in the beginning, don't wait. If you have a question, just raise your hand. If it's something that I'm going to cover in a moment or two, I'll let you know that. Because if you're anything like me, if I wait, I forget what I want to ask you. And I'm not reading from a script. It's a conversation that we're having for 90 minutes. And I hate being read to. Pet peeve. Don't read to me. You lose me in 30 seconds. And, it's like I'm nodding off. But if you sit there and you engage me in the topic, okay, you caught my attention. I am there for you, and we go to town. So, like I said, West Springfield has already booked 3 dates, 3 different programs. And I got to believe I've gotten other emails from all the way across the state. And I got to decide this year how far I'm willing to travel. Because there's no charge for these. These are all free events. Nice. And I don't charge the library. So if I go all the way out to Cape Cod, that's on my dime. And so I got to be careful with, how far I'm willing to go.
Will you be selling your Bobby G and Company mugs or your
no.
T-shirts there?
No, there's no merchandise available at these. It's not about the coin. It's about
I get it.
It's about reaching out.
No, I get it.
And so you'll have to check that out if you're curious on those dates. Agawam-Paranormal.com. You can get those there, and I'll be posting them on the Facebook page as well for Agawam Paranormal. And you can always email me, agawam-paranormal@aol.com. I am one of only 5 people left in the country that still uses AOL.
You should switch that to a Gmail.
I can't. I've got the business cards and everything already done. So
we work in a graphic arts shop. We can fix that problem.
I'm not worried about it.
I could walk
I'm good with this. I'm good with this. So listen, it is 8:49 in the a.m. This is the point in the show that I created a new segment a couple of weeks back, and
more work for Pete.
What's that?
More work for Pete.
More work for Pete. This is what I call Hope's Catch of the Day. It's my wife's choice of a song. Everybody gets to pick a song. Hope gets to pick one.
One of my favorites.
Hope's Catch of the Day. Go ahead, Pete. Play the intro.
All right, it's time once again. It's our best part of the show, according to my wife, for Hope's Catch of the Day. Still not to be confused with Scully's Catch of the Day. So anyway, honey, this is your moment to shine. You picked out a song again this week. What'd you choose for me this week?
I chose I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack.
Any special reason for that one?
Well, it's a song that's kind of associated sometimes with graduation. So our granddaughter is graduating from the 8th grade, so I thought it would be a nice song for her.
Nice. Not to mention she has a dance recital coming up.
That's right. That's this week, too.
Okay. Any other special message you want to add to this?
I just want to say Happy Father's Day to you, honey. And Happy Father's Day to all the dads, grandpas, and podgies out there.
Sounds good. Well, I thank you on behalf of all of us. So without any further ado, let's jump into Hope's Catch of the Day with some Leanne Womack with I Hope You Dance. Woo!
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder.
still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Is a willing constitution. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Is a willing constitution. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have
All right. There we go, honey. Some Leanne Rhymes. Oh, Leanne Rhymes. Yeah. Leanne Womack, another Leanne.
Love that song.
I do too. I
Good
love
tune.
that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Evelyn, our granddaughter, she was over the house last night. Her mom, Katie, was running ragged. So, Evie just graduated 8th grade. She's going to be in high school next year. So, she's dancing in town, the one that's over near Katie's, over in Cooper's.
LHQ.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she
LHQ.
dances there. So last night, she's got a rehearsal for one dance. Then she had a break. Well, when they finished the first rehearsal, they came over to our house, which is very close by, and she had to give a virtual speech for her graduation from school. So she's all made up for the rehearsal, and then she's okay, cool, slips something on, and she's got her cap on, and she does her speech. It was about a 35-minute presentation for her graduation from 8th grade. And then they had to fly back to the second rehearsal. And so Katie's pulling her hair out. She's like, oh, my God. She called me in the afternoon. She says, Noah's going to be my grandson. She's like, he's going to be around. Do you mind if we just drop him off? I'm like, nah, we'll play video games. We'll hang out. He's 17.
He's 17?
Yeah, so he didn't want to go and watch his sister, and I get that. So he came over. He stayed, and I told Kate, I said, look, you're not going to be out of this thing till 8:30. I says, I'll just go and get Taco Bell tacos. I get boxes of tacos. You don't even have to worry about dinner. I said, I'll get that covered for you. Oh, awesome. So that's what we did last night. Noah and I played video games. They did their thing.
Yo quiero rock off.
Evie had, her whole thing. So it was awesome. We had a great time, but she had a busy.
What do they call you?
Podgy.
Podgy.
Yep.
What a good podgy you are.
So let's, with that in mind, let's jump into the final weather report of the day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Start up the helicopter. All right. Joining us once again from the Bobby G and Company show, Sky One Weather Chopper, my wife and our chief meteorologist, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys. With Lynn out gathering trinkets with her Subaru friends, welcome back once again, Angela. Today we can expect a really nice and sunny day with a high of 79 and some light winds. Tonight will stay mostly clear with a low of around 50, and we'll be keeping the light winds.
Hey, that sounds like a picture-perfect sort of day.
Oh, yeah. Sunrise is at 5:14, and sunset will be at 8:28 this evening.
Okay, so the weekend's going to be really hard-pressed to beat today, but what can we expect?
Well, Friday will be generally sunny despite a few afternoon clouds with a high of 84. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, but the high will be 87. Now Sunday will be sunny with a high of 86. Another incredible day there. Looks like a real close to perfect weekend.
Hey, not too shabby at all. I know you need to get ready for your day and get Sky One back to base, so I'll see you for lunch.
Sounds good. Have a great show, guys. This is the Chief Meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff, signing off until next time. Have an awesome weekend, and remember to enjoy the weather.
All right, still gorgeous looking out these windows here. An incredible day ahead of us. 64 degrees currently in the Tri-Town area. And I think I'm going to coin that phrase, Tri-Town, referring to Westfield, Agawam, and Southwick. And, hey, Pete, how would you be? Would you be okay if I offered the show to other towns?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so listen.
Western Mass.
I brand it with our logo anyways.
Okay. Our next segment here, Amy's father's terrible dad joke of the week. You got to buy this.
Oh, I'm going to get one.
Effects.
I'm going to get my own.
You. All right, so here you go. I got a couple of them for you today. Nice little short quickies. Hey, here's one for you. Here's a question that's going to give you something to ponder. When two vegans get into an argument, is it still called the beef? And you know what? Speaking of vegans, bet you didn't know this. Did you know Bruce Lee had a vegan brother? Did you know that? His name was Brocco Lee.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, you could tell I guess I was hungry when I was working on it.
You do have I guess
it's
you
all
really
food oriented.
Best terrible dad joke.
I'm telling you, these are great. Hey, one more for you. Two cannibals are in the jungle. One says to the other, "Sorry to say this, but I don't like your wife." The other one says, "Well, just eat the chips then." I'm telling you.
Now you know.
Now you know.
The rest
Might have to get
of the story.
There you go. So there's your terrible dad jokes of the week. Hopefully that put a little smile on your face. So, Angela.
Yeah.
Parting thoughts, darling. Anything you got to say here?
That's all. I'm going to do a little shout out to my dad and my father-in-law and my husband and say Happy Father's Day. And also to you. And
oh, thank you. Pete,
to
too.
Whitson and Pete.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day. You know, thanks everyone for being good papas here.
Being the donor.
Before we go, happy birthday to Mark Auerbach. Today's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy
awesome.
Birthday, Mark.
Awesome. 39?
Again.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
All right.
Happy birthday. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Very good.
Have a
And if you guys want to see an authentic B-29, There's one visiting Barnes today. If you want to go up and take pictures, it's out on the public tarmac.
Oh,
that's cool.
You're right. So we have come to the end of yet another show. We don't have a heart out today, which is nice. So we are working our way to it. I want to take the moment of time to thank, first of all, everybody for listening to the show. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and maybe you got a chuckle out of it like we did bringing it to you. I want to thank my new friend Winston for calling in and for being a good sport with everything. Again, I wish you the best. And Angela was telling me that, and I may be taboo for saying this, but Angela was telling me that you're going in for surgery next week.
Yeah, little minor procedure.
My prayers and hopes to you, and
You'll be fine.
You'll be good.
We'll give you international wishes.
There you go.
Manley. Fly safe.
There you go. So, again, thank everybody for listening. Please be safe this weekend. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And, be safe. Enjoy your families and all that stuff. I want you back again next week. And with that in mind, woohoo, we're going to leave you one parting song. I knew this band, Lemonheads, and I have no idea why I knew them, but the name sounded really familiar. But I like this song, and I didn't realize that they did a cover of this. And it's a little bit more of a rock version of a mellow tune, which I liked. And the video is actually pretty cool, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like the video.
So we're going to do some Lemonheads with Mrs. Robinson. And again, folks, happy Father's Day. God bless. You've been listening to Bobby G and Company. And Angela's been with us. Lynn will be back again next week. Maybe. Bobby G. Take care, everybody.
Shout about it when you got to choose. Every way you look at it, you lose. Where have you gone? Show the magic of our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Woo woo woo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joe and Joe has left and gone away. Hey hey hey, hey hey hey.